Hello! Happy... Oh my god, it's Friday! Happy Friday, everyone! It is Friday, right? I always open up the Windows calendar and I'm like, yeah, oh my god, it's Friday. Hello, Miggles. Congrats on first. Hello, Blood. I went to bed like 2 hours earlier than normal and I feel worse. Fuck the human body. I want to be free from my mortal chains. What time do you even go to bed to wake up at 6 to watch the stream? I'm scared to find out. Hello, Rising. Thank you for the 25 months sub. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, Noel. Hello, seriously, what the fuck, clap. Thank you for the 40 stream streak, Miggles. This channel is so awesome. Oh my god, blushes. Thank you. I feel a little out of it. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Hello, Rice? Thank you for the 105 stream streak. God damn. Oh, thank you. I hope you're doing good. Also, thank you for ripping off my sleeves, but it's kind of cold. I'm actually wearing a sweater. Oh my god. Wearing a sweater, but I also have the fan pointed at me. It's kind of weird. Maybe that's why my throat's acting up. I don't know. Today is indeed Friday. Yep. It so happens to be a Friday. On Umineko Friday. Usually midnight. Well, 6 hours. That's that's about the amount of time that I get per night. Except for today, because apparently my body decides to not sleep when I am streaming Umineko, so I don't know. I couldn't sleep again. I woke up before my alarm went off, and then I just laid there for like 2 hours, and I was like, oh, help me. Falling asleep, and then waking back up. It was not very fun. Also, thank you for the hydrate. I don't know what's up with my throat. I drank like 2 teas today and I drank 2 liters of water. We're dying today. I think screaming in Bloodborne might not have been the healthiest thing to do for my throat, but that's okay. It'll work itself out, I'm sure. Okay. Let me start the game. I feel like when I don't have my chatting screen, I don't talk as much. I haven't been talking that much in the beginning of my streams anyway, but I talk even less now. It's kind of scary. Let me open up my Umineko channel. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm trying to remember what happened yesterday. It's all kind of a blur. Because after stream I was preoccupied with fixing what happened after my PC crashed. By the way, I did not figure out what the original issue was, so I just kind of assumed that it was the thunderstorm outside. That kind of... Because, like, it happened another time as well where the power cut out because of the thunderstorm, so maybe, I don't know, it did something to my PC. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about anything. So I can only make assumptions. I'm gonna assume that the thunderstorm fucked with my PC and that's why the whole thing crashed. That's the option that gives me the least amount of trouble and work. And if I turn out to be wrong, then, well, that's it then. Just really crossing my fingers that I don't have to replace anything in my PC because I'm not doing that. I'm not spending that money. If something breaks, it breaks, and that's it. It's over. I'll take it as it is. That's kind of spooky. It is kind of spooky. I hope it doesn't start thundering today again, but the weather is looking kind of bad, so who knows. What happened yesterday? Not a lot happened because I kind of ended the stream very early, but Eva found the gold. So did Rosa, and they basically pointed the guns at each other. They found some weird underground tunnel with a room that Beato probably maybe lived in. Very weird, I don't know. In addition to the hidden mansion that's supposed to be somewhere on this island too, in the forest, I don't know. And the young Eva kind of turned into a witch in the other dimension, and Batra is trying to understand what the hell happened, and I'm trying to understand what the hell happened, and that was basically the remaining chapter. So not a lot happened. In 3.5 hours, actually. We don't really get thunderstorms here, so I've never had to worry about electrical surges. It doesn't happen very often here, not that I've noticed anyway. The thunderstorms that we usually get aren't that bad, but the past few have been kind of bad, actually. And last time it happened, it was like during the night where the, like, I have a little light in the, oh god, what do you call it? It's not a room. The fucking hallway, I guess, of the apartment. And it actually went out and then back on. And I don't know, I guess I'm gonna assume that it happened yesterday as well, which is what killed my PC. I don't know. Not like I can figure out what it is anyway by myself. Gotta call an IT technician, even though that's supposed to be my own job. Let's not talk about it. Hello, Panas. Hello, Ricky. Welcome in. Kinda spooky. Eva Trici. Yeah. Eva Beatrice was her name. It feels so weird having Umi 2 days in a row. Yep. It's kind of strange, but I don't mind it, actually. It helps me remember stuff better. Thank you for the sleeves back on, Rice. What if I take my sweater off now? What will you do? Oh yeah, Beato and Batara had their little moment where they were both clapping for Eva Beatrice. Very cool, very cute. And that's it. That ended the chapter. I can do this 200 more times. Oh, do I need to do math now? 200 more times. How much does it cost? 1,000. I'm not doing the math, whatever. Were you able to beat Horseman Bro by chance? I did! I was able to beat him after like 3 additional hours, but I did. Yes. It went very well once I locked the fuck in. I actually watched the scene back where I did, and I missed like the majority of the chat messages, but they were so sweet. I actually was laughing while reading the chat messages that I missed. It was very sweet. It was very cute. I had a good time. That was a good fight. Okay, but let me drink something real quick and then we'll start reading. Maybe I should have gotten some tea. Ugh. Rosa returned to the lobby. It was still her turn to rest, but her expression made it look as though she couldn't sleep deeply with all this tension. Alright, they also agreed to keep it a secret for now, I think. But, I have a feeling they're gonna start fighting again, and then they'll kill each other or something like that. Take it easy and lie down. Keep this up and you'll have it pretty rough later on. Thanks for the concern. I just couldn't fall asleep. I've already taken a shower, so I'm good for now. The next person can rest. Are they staying up so that they can catch the killer? I don't know. Hello, Uni, welcome in. I wasn't able to catch the rest of it. Oh no, don't worry. What about you two, Kirie-san, Rudolph-san? What will we do, Rudolph-san? Shall we rest? Every time they have their guns out, it's so funny to me. You can rest. I'll stay awake. That's the only manly thing I can do right now. Okay, sure, whatever. Pop off, Kirie. Actually, no, I don't know what way she means it, but it's kind of funny the way that she said it. Then I'll stay awake. Staying awake with my husband is the only womanly thing I can do right now. You two truly are close. You should talk. What does she mean? It's not like that for Klaus and her. It seems Eva and Hideyoshi-san are out cold. It appears that unlike Rosa, they can't fight against their age. Stylized face cartoon, hand and gun. It looks great. It's really funny. I find it interesting that he's calling Eva and Hideyoshi old even though he's older. As though in response to those words, the door to the hall clunked open. Eva and Hideyoshi returned from the guest room.
余計なお世話よ。
That's none of your business.
あらローザ、もう休んでなくていいの？
Oh, Rosa, are you sure you don't need to rest?
姉さんこそ
You should talk,
無
Nesan.
理しないで休んでたら？
Why not take it easy and sleep? Oh my god.
なんだか寝つけなくてね。
I just can't get to sleep.
シャワーを浴びたら眠気が覚めちゃったわ。
Taking a shower shook my drowsiness off.
ルドルフたち、よかったら休んでいいわよ。
Rudolph, Kiria-san, you can rest if you want.
おう、サンキュー。
Sure, thanks.
今は気持ちだけでいいぜ。
Well, for now, let's say I appreciate the sentiment.
兄貴たち、先に休んだらどうだ？
Why don't you go first, Aniki?
ありがたいね。
How kind of you.
だが先に休むわけにはいい。
But I cannot rest first. What is this?
それくらいしか長男らしいことができないのでね。
That is the most I can do as the oldest brother right now. Do they think if they sleep, they will miss out on the chance to solve the puzzle and they'll solve it without them while they're sleeping? I mean, little do they know, it's already too late, so whatever. Just sleep.
私たちは最後まで起きていますので、ご心配なく。
Do not worry, the two of us will stay awake until the very end.
それよりエヴァ姉さん、
More importantly, Ivane-san,
大丈夫？
are you okay?
少し顔色が悪いわ。
You look a little pale.
そういや、そうやな。
Come to think of it, you're right.
ちょいと熱っぽいで。
Could it be a bit of a fever? Hideyoshi put his hand up against Eva's forehead. It seemed that Eva wasn't feeling her best.
言わんこっちゃ
Oh
ね。
boy. That goes without saying.
年のくせに生活リズムを崩すからだぜ。
That's what happens when you break your sleep cycle at your age.
風邪か？
Is it a cold? They're not that old, right? They're like in their 50s. No? They're not that old. Maybe not even their 50s, more like 40s. That's so weird. I'm not daijoubu. What is the opposite of daijoubu? I don't know. I don't speak Japanese.
上野南條先生を呼んできてくれるかね。
Natsuhi, could you call Dr. Nanjo down?
はい。
Yep.
いいわ、そこまで大げさじゃない。
I'm fine. You don't have to make such a fuss about it.
常備薬は持ってるから大丈夫よ。
I have some medicine, so I'll be okay.
疲れるとすぐ熱に出るの。
I tend to get fevers when I'm tired.
心配しないで。
Don't worry.
姉さん、無理しないで。
Nei-san, take it easy, okay?
ありがとう。
Thank you.
私抜きで兄弟が集まってると、私の陰口でも言われてるような気がしちゃってね。
If the siblings gathered without me around, I get the feeling everyone would start talking behind my back.
昔からの被害妄想なの。
It's a persecution complex from long ago.
ごめんね。
Sorry, okay? Wow, the tension can be cut through with a knife.
私は何も言わないわよ。
I'm not that far along yet. It's okay, when you know, you can tell me. I will wait patiently. Well, I won't say anything.
姉さんのいないところで、姉さんの嫌な話なんて。
As if I'd say bad things about you behind your back, Nisan. The
どう
sarcasm.
したの？
I can feel it in my bones. What is it?
姉さん、さっきから変よ。
Nisan, you've been acting strange for a
も
while.
う少し休んだら？
Shouldn't you get a little rest now?
そうね。
You're right.
3月までの金策を考えたら、頭痛がひどくなってきちゃったわ。
Just thinking about raising money by March makes my headache hurt even worse. Oh my fucking god.
それは良くないわね。
That isn't good.
休んでて。
Rest.
姉さんの頭痛がひどくならないよう、私も実調してるわ。
And I'll hold back too, so that your headache doesn't get worse.
私だって頭痛、さっきから辛いし。
I've had a bad headache myself for a while now.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
じゃあ私お言葉に甘えてもう少し休ませてもらうわね。
Well then, I'll take those words to heart and rest for a while.
どうしたんやエヴァ。
There's no way the other people are watching this and they're like, yeah, this is a normal interaction between these two.
急にへそ曲げて。
What is it, Eva? Why so angry all of a sudden?
すまんな。わしらもうちょい休ませてもらうわ。
Sorry, please let us rest a bit longer.
すまんな。すまんな。
Sorry, sorry. After apologizing several times as though praying, Hideyoshi followed Eva out of the lobby. I'm surprised she didn't even tell him.
空気が悪い
I don't like this atmosphere.
な。どうにもギスギスしている。
It's all so strained.
無理もない。
That's no surprise.
早朝に殺人事件。
There was a murder early this morning.
それからずっとここで銃を抱きながら缶詰ですもん。
And since then, we've been eating canned food and carrying guns
ス
around.
トレスが溜まって当然ね。
It's natural that we'd start to build up stress.
上の子たちもだいぶストレスが溜まってるんじゃないかしら。
I wonder if the kids up there are building up stress
マ
too.
リアが心配だわ。
I'm worried about Maria.
こういう時は感触を起こしやすいの。
She tends to throw tantrums at times like this. At that moment, they heard the sound of wild footsteps coming from the second floor. That was kind of a jump scare. Hello, Amadis. Thank you so much for the 19 months. I appreciate it. I remember following on my birthday in 2024. I vaguely remember eating cake and pressing follow. Aw, that's cute. Thank you so much. That's a nice memory to have. You're just gonna let a murder sour the mood? It's funny because some of them don't even believe that they were really murdered. They're thinking, oh, maybe they're just playing dead and stuff like that. It's so... this whole atmosphere and the whole tension that they have going on is so funny to me. The guest house wasn't a cheap building, so they wouldn't normally have heard the sound of footsteps. It was like the sound of someone stamping their feet in frustration. And an instant later, accompanied by what seemed to be the sound of her running out into the second floor hallway, they could hear Maria calling ooh, ooh, ooh over and over again, sounding displeased. Rosa grabbed her head, her hair flying, and she voicelessly moaned in anguish. Oh my god, hello Skip, welcome in. I didn't even know you were streaming. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in everyone. Hello Quentin, hello Amateresu, hello Skip, hello Miggles again, hello Nu, hello Manta. I hope you had a good stream, and I finally fixed the shoutout, it worked. Yes, let's go. Hi, what were you streaming today? I didn't even see. I had Twitch open sometime this morning. Oh, I guess maybe you started not this morning, but like later. I just started reading Umineko, so not much was missed. Oh, but no, close your eyes. Spoiler territory. Hello, NSFA. Welcome in. I played some game called Herity, and then we started digging a hole in the garden. Digging a hole in the garden? I don't know if I've ever heard of Herity, though. What is that? Herity. Oh, it's a scary game. I feel like you mostly play scary games, no? Oh my god, the first thing that I see when I open the Steam page is someone holding a baby. What? But it's like the creepiest fucking baby the world has ever seen. Oh god, that looks way too scary for me. It looks cool though, but kind of horrifying. No. That's not something I could ever play. Okay. I hope it was fun. The skip stream was at 4 a.m. for me, so I had to miss most of it. Why are you not waking up at 4 a.m.? What is wrong with you, Miggles? You gotta be there for every skip stream. Eyes are closed. Good, good. The whole digging was better than the Herity game. It was so bad. It has pretty good reviews on Steam. I love horror. I feel like I like it, but I like a very specific kind of horror. The one that makes you feel sad and bad, but not the one that makes you poop and fart in your pants, you know? That one I'm kind of too scared of. I'm sorry, they're never scheduled. SMH, skip. I was fooled by the Steam reviews. Interesting. I gotta check out the VOD because I'll never play it myself. Sometimes I put on VODs while I'm like drawing or something. Since lately, I don't know, when I'm on the couch, I don't really have anything to watch. I'm not subscribed to anything anymore. And YouTube only has like videos that make me feel sad about the state of the world, so I don't watch anything. And sometimes I'll just put on a VOD on my iPad and just listen to stuff. So I gotta watch that. I love horror, but I can't handle it. I can handle some of it, but not games I do very bad with, but movies and stuff are usually kind of okay. Original Silent Hill 2. I feel like that one was okay because I played the remake first, which had like 2 billion more jump scares, and then it was fine to play the OG. The OG is actually really fun. But yeah, since New is not listening, I don't know. I think you were in the stream yesterday, right? They found the gold, and young Eva Beatrice was turned into a witch and kind of the successor to Beato. And now, I don't know, they're having some weird power dynamics going on. And people are freaking out. I don't know. And they're calling each other old. They're kind of rage baiting each other. So that's really fun. Yeah, I hope you can rest now after the stream. Oh god, I tabbed out on accident. Ooh. The adults conscientiously turned their backs to her, pretending not to notice. The noisy clamor came down from the second floor and flew into the lobby. No, she steps in, tears streaming down her face. It was Maria, who was sobbing along with the other children in Nanjo. In other words, they all had come downstairs because of Maria's tantrum. Rosa couldn't hide her dizziness. Dizziness? At this time, new annoyance her daughter was bringing to everyone. Oh, what? Did I read that right? At this new annoyance her daughter was bringing to everyone. Sorry, Aunt Rosa. We tried to calm her, but she just wouldn't listen. Please don't hit her. I feel that. I feel that. Gonna lurk a bit to bake something, but I will be back to enjoy our favorite cousin struggling. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. And I hope whatever you're baking turns out nicely. I want to make some cookies. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. What is it, Maria? Could you be a little more quiet? Everyone's watching. I see. It's that rose of hers from the rose garden. She suddenly started saying that she was worried about it. I think she's half asleep. She suddenly woke up and started going on about how worried she was about that rose. Maria-chan, calm down. That was just a dream. Oh, do you think that Beato's magic was undone because she gave the title of the Endless and Golden Witch to Eva? But wouldn't that mean that if people were killed by quote-unquote magic, that they would also just resurrect? That'd be kind of cool, but also scary. That was just a dream. That rose belonged to Beatrice and me. Well, maybe not. So if I don't take care of it, Beatrice is gonna get mad. It might get snapped off again. I'm telling you to quiet down a bit, okay? The sudden rise in the tone of Rosa's voice surprised the children, but Maria's crying just grew louder and her tantrum just grew fiercer. Please don't hit her!
子供を頭ごなしに叱ってはいけませんぞ。
Rosa-san, you mustn't scold a child so unsparingly.
こういう時は温かい牛乳などを与えると良いものです。
At times like this, it's best to give them some warm milk or something. Thank God for Nanjo, man.
ここにあるかもね。
Is there anything here?
さっき朝食代わりに出した牛乳で空っぽです。
The milk we just had for breakfast is empty now.
誰か子供用の鎮静剤とか持ってるか？
What? Doesn't anyone have a sedative to use on kids? Excuse me? What the fuck? That is the most messed up thing I've ever read. Whoa. Yeah, Nanjo, better watch out. Yeah. Poor Maria. At least some people will have her bag. Not this guy, though. What the fuck? Gotta love 80s parenting. Is that what parents did? Use a sedative on their children? This cannot be real, right? I can actually see it. You know, giving your kid alcohol or like some kind of medicine or something to put them to sleep, that's fucked up. I can see that happening in some families. I just watched a video detailing about how Maria is super good written as autistic representation and how her family abuses her regarding this. It's so messed up, man. Yeah, like, it's so obvious that she's pretty autistic coded and no one is supporting her in any way. There's like some people standing up for her every now and then, but most of the time people do not care about her and they just want her to shut up and behave and be however they want her to be. Fucked up.
ほら、あの銀の粒みたいなやつとか。
You know those silver pill things?
持ってるわよ。
Oh my god. I have some.
ああ、今探して飲ませるから。
Yes, I'll search for some now and give them to her. Without hiding her displeasure, Rosa grabbed the handbag that had been set on the sofa and fished around for some medicine. It seemed she had brought some child-use sedatives for Maria's tantrums. She found it and opened the bottle, but it must have been empty. Irritated, Rosa shook the bottle several times, but that didn't change the fact that nothing was in there. As she did that, Maria's crying grew even more intense. Do not fucking give her sedatives. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, some people do that. Yukishi really wrote such a good character way ahead of his time. I think he already did a really good job in Higurashi, but the characters in Umineko somehow feel even more real. At that time, Eva was lying on her bed, covered by the bedding. Hideyoshi returned from the washroom, folding a handkerchief soaked in water.
こら、ずいぶんひどい熱や。
Ooh, this is one nasty fever.
きっと、親族会議の毒気にやられてもうたんやな。
I'll bet it's the poisonous air at this family conference that got you.
今はもう、他の親族たちのことは全部忘れるんや。
For now, you can forget all about the other relatives.
な。
Okay? As Hideyoshi spoke to her kindly, he set the soaked handkerchief on Eva's burning forehead. Eva rested on her hand on top of... her own hand on top of this.
あなたの
Your
手
hand
ひんやりして気持ちいい。
feels nice and cool.
わしの手が気持ちいいようじゃ、だいぶ熱が出とるな。
If my hand feels nice, your fever must be pretty bad.
安心せい。すぐに薬が効いてくるわ。
Don't worry, the medicine will start working soon.
それにな、わしの手は魔法の手なんや。
Plus, my hand is a magic hand.
こうしてエヴァの額に手を当てとるとな、
I just put it against your forehead like this,
どんな熱も立ちどころに治ってしまうんや。
and any fever will melt right away.
そうね。
You're right.
あなたの手で私の熱が引かなかったことは一度もないものね。
Your hand always makes my fevers fade. Man, they're so cute together. Every time I see them together in a scene like this, my heart feels very happy. Hello, Krango. Yukishi being a social worker really makes sense. Yeah, you can see it so much in the stories that he writes. He's being yelled at for having an awful dream. I think any child would be upset. Yeah, that's fair, to be honest. Yeah, they're so sweet. Sorry for the short visit, but I has to go back to work. Have a fun stream. Thank you so much. Don't worry about it. I hope you have a good work day. Yes. Thank you so much for stopping by.
そうや。わしの手があれば医者いらずやで。
Yep, no need for a doctor when you've got my hand.
安心して目をつむるんや。
Don't worry, and close your eyes.
すぐにわしの魔法でぐんぐん熱が下がるからな。
My magic will make that fever fade away.
知ってる。
Yes, I know.
あなたの魔法感じるもの。
I can feel your magic. Hideyoshi was about to say it was just a placebo effect, but he stopped. If Eva said she could feel magic coming from his hand, then that was fine for now.
魔法って本当にあるのかしら。
I wonder if magic really exists.
おお、あるで。
Yeah, it does.
信じる者にしかわからへんけどな。
Only those who believe can tell, though. Wow.
そういう魔法は案外世の中にたくさんあるもんや。
There's actually a lot of magic like that out there in the world.
魔法が実在するなら、やっぱり魔女も実在するのかしら。
If magic actually exists, then I wonder if witches actually exist too.
ん？森の魔女ベアトリーチェのことかいな。
Oh? You mean that witch of the forest, Beatrice?
信じる者にはおるやろな。
She probably does exist for those who believe,
神様と同じや。
just like the gods.
信心深い人の前にしか姿は現さんのや。
They don't show themselves except in front of those with strong faith. Or, you know, people with delusions. Hello, Lark. Hello, Fita. Welcome in. Hope you're both doing good today. It's going good. Well, I mean, not in the game, you know, fucked up shit keeps happening. They're trying to give Maria sedatives and make her calm down, and they're treating her badly. But aside from that, it's going pretty okay.
私もね、
I did it too, you know.
昔魔法が使えたの。
Long ago, I was able to use magic.
ほう、
Oh?
ほんまかいな。
Really?
じゃあお前も魔女やったんやな。
Then you were a witch too.
私がね、絶対に叶えたい夢があって、
I had dreams that I wanted to come true no matter what.
それを強く願って努力すると、それは必ず叶ったの。
After wishing strongly and trying hard, they always came true without fail.
私はその魔法でいつも成績は一番だったし、生徒会長にだってなったし、入りたい大学にも実力で入れたし。
With my magic, my grades were always the best, and I even became the student council president and worked hard to get into the university I
い
wanted.
つだってどんな願いだって叶えてきたわ。
Everything I wished for was granted.
そうやな。
That's right.
お前の魔法はいつだって大したもんや。
Your magic was always a thing to be reckoned with.
お前は確かに魔女や。
You're definitely a witch.
そして誰にも負けん努力家や。
And you work harder than anyone.
わしゃよう知っとるで。
I know all about it.
私ね、子供の頃からずっと心の中にもう一人の自分がいて、いつも私を励ましてくれたの。
When I was a kid, the whole time, there was another me inside myself who always supported me.
そしてその自分は魔女だったわ。
And that other self was a witch.
森の魔女ベアトリーチェなんて信じなかっ
I didn't believe in Beatrice, the witch of the
た。も
forest.
し六軒島に魔女がいるとしたら、それは私の心の中の魔女のことだってずっと信じてきた。
I always believed that if a witch of Rokenjima did exist, it was the witch inside my heart.
その魔女の自分に私はすごい感謝してる。
I was so grateful to that witch inside myself.
あなたに出会わせてくれてよかったなっ
I was always
ていつも
grateful
感謝してる。
that she brought me to you.
病気の時のお前はいつも気弱すぎや。
It's kind of cute to see her like this. Hello, Ayo. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good today. You get too timid when you're sick.
今は何も言わんで。
Don't say anything for now.
熱が下がるまでずーっとこうしてるからな。
I'll stay like this the whole time until your fever's gone down.
絶対に
Yes, don't take your hand away,
手を離さないでね。
no matter what.
なんだか私、
Somehow,
自分が自分でなくなるような気がして。
I feel like I'm becoming something that isn't myself.
さっきから怖いの。
And I've been scared for a while now.
私の中の魔女が
I get the feeling that the witch inside
ベ
me
アトリーチェに触発されて、どんどん強くなるような気がして。
was provoked by Beatrice and is growing stronger and stronger.
なんだか私を飲み込んでしまいそうな気がするの。
Somehow it feels like she's going to swallow me whole. Huh, interesting.
大丈夫や。
It's okay.
わしが一緒にいる限りなんも恐れることなんてあらへん。
As long as I'm with you, there's nothing to be afraid of.
ほらちょいとヤバめな国に旅行に行った時
What?
バスごと強盗にやったことあったやろ。
Remember the time we went to that dangerous country and the whole bus got robbed? That is kind of scary.
わしが撃退したんやで。
I drove him off.
あなた、金時計を渡して拝み倒しただけだったじゃない。
I don't know why I'm laughing. That's kind of fucked up. Didn't you just hand over your gold watch and beg them to go away?
かっこ悪いけど、かっこよかったわ。
It was pretty lame, but it was cool. Once I'm at the gym, again, I'm at the gym getting ripped to Umineko. Let's go. That's like the perfect content to get super buff and strong to, right? She has the gold fever. I'm starting to think that, I don't know. I want to believe that there is or was a human Beato. But at the same time, it also seems like Beato, or what she represents, could also just be a concept. And for like other people, it's more so a concept? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But I want to believe that there actually did exist some kind of Beato. But I am feeling like there's more to it than her actual physical existence.
この手、絶対に離さないでね。
Don't move your hand away, no matter what.
眠っても絶対に離さないでね。
Not even if I fall asleep.
そして何か不気味なものが忍び込んできても、
And if something creepy sneaks in here,
私を守ってね。
protect me.
おう任せとかんかい。
Yep, leave it to me.
だから今は安心して眠るんやで。
That's why I'm telling you to stop worrying and get to sleep.
すぐに薬とわしの魔法が効いてくるからな。
Because the medicine and my magic will start working real soon. Eva finally calmed her heart and closed her eyes. Gulp. I dreamt I was at a gym with you, Miggles, and someone else I don't remember, and Happiness of Marionette started playing and we sang the vocal version. That's actually super cute. That's really adorable. I don't know if I've had stream-related dreams, but in those dreams, usually things went like super wrong. Where like my stream kept crashing and I was like freaking out over my stream crashing the whole time, stuff like that. But I don't think I've ever... I mean, it's kind of hard to dream of other people in the chat when I don't know what they look like. At that time, there was the sound of a door being opened violently from the direction of the lobby. It seemed that Maria was having a tantrum, and screams of ooh ooh could be heard along with Rosa's rebuking yells. That probably hurt Eva's ears, or maybe it was giving her a headache. Eva moaned as though in pain and buried herself in the covers. It was easy to guess what was happening. Maria had probably had a tantrum for some reason, gone down to the lobby, and started arguing with Rosa, who then scolded her daughter. And then, maybe that got too embarrassing to be shown in front of the other relatives, so Rosa had taken Maria out into the corridor. Hideyoshi had no desire to butt in on Rosa and Maria's problem, but just for now, since Eva's condition was so bad, he wanted them to take their ruckus somewhere else.
ちょいと待っとれや。
He's gonna throw some hands.
静かにするようお願いしてくるわ。
Wait just a second. I'll ask them to keep it down.
早く戻ってきて。
Come back quickly. I hope Hideyoshi beats Rosa up. No, actually no. Just take her away. Don't be like her, actually.
大丈夫や。この部屋から出んて。
Don't worry. I won't leave this room. He says as he leaves the room. Hideyoshi removed the chain, opened the door, and stuck his face out into the corridor. He immediately met Rosa's
大
gaze.
丈夫かいな、ローザさん。
Everything okay, Rosa-san?
ごめんなさい。うるさくして起こしちゃったかしら。
I'm sorry. Did all this noise wake you?
マリアちゃん、ごめんな。
Hello, Taylor. Welcome in. Hope we're doing good today. And hello, Euchre. And hello, Greg. Hello, hello. Hideyoshi sticks his head out the door and it's instantly sliced off. That's messed up. Just kick her into the ocean or something. She'll survive, probably. And if she doesn't, oh well. Immediately had his fucking noggin blown smooth off. That'd actually be kind of funny. Not really, but also a little bit. End of last stream was the coronation, right? Yeah. And Beato and Batara clapping to it. It was kind of cute, I think, a little bit. But also scary and confusing. Rosa, can you beat your kid somewhere else, please? I hope he doesn't say that. I hope he tells her to treat her better. I don't know. I don't think so, but it would be nice.
エヴァおばさんな、具合が悪くて寝とるんや。
Maria-chan, sorry. Aunt Eva isn't feeling well and she's trying to sleep.
すまんが、ちょいと静かにしてもらえるか。
Could you quiet down a bit? Maria's tone didn't change after Hideyoshi's request. She kept crying, ooh, ooh, and repeating, my rose, my rose. Rosa slapped Maria's cheek and lifted her up while covering her mouth. What the fuck? And dragged her towards the entrance, trying to at least put some distance between her and Hideyoshi's room. Get her ass, Hideyoshi. She would still probably be noisy for a while, but he had warned Rosa for the time being. Relying on Rosa's actions as a mother, Hideyoshi closed the door. Okay, thank you for nothing, my guy.
またマリアちゃんが泣いてるの？
Is Maria-chan having a tantrum again?
そうみたいやな。
Looks like it.
ローザさんも大変や。
It's tough for Rosa-san too.
それを思えば、うちのジョージはできすぎや。
Come to think of it, our Georgie is almost too good to be true.
親が感謝したいくらいやで。
We should be grateful. I like how he just doesn't even care. He's like, okay, yeah, that happened. It's so normal for them. As if this was an MMA fight. Kind of. Oh my god, please. I just want her to stop doing it. I thought that maybe after episode 2, you know, the knowledge that she gained and like the experiences that she made in episode 2, like in the second game, that they would be passed on to the third game for some reason. But it doesn't seem to be the case, as I was hoping for it to be. Problem solved. Well, I guess so. His duty is to his wife first and foremost. I kind of expected him to be like, hey, you can't beat your kid, but I guess he doesn't care. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Maria is always seen as a problem child, even though the real problem is no one actually listening to her and actually taking her concerns seriously and actually taking her to a professional or something that can help her out, you know? And also educate the parent on how to deal with her and how to support her. But no, they do not care.
そうね。
You're right. Hand.
おお、すまんすまん。
Oh, sorry.
ほら、魔法の手やで。
Look, it's the magic hand. I can't believe we go from abusing your kid to a really cute scene again. Thank you, Rikishi. He put his hand on Eva's forehead again. Maybe there really was magical power in that hand. A truly peaceful look rose to Eva's face, and bit by bit she began to drift off into the land of sleep. As she had promised, Hideyoshi kept his hand on her forehead. Rosa stays on ball hating, and beating her daughter. She gotta go. Yeah, he has to fucking go. Why couldn't she have died? Hideyoshi Tri's theory is real. Everyone has a little bit of Beato in them. By the entrance, with her hand still against Maria's mouth, Rosa was at a loss at what to do next. She hadn't been able to withstand everyone's gazes in the lobby, and had yelled at the children to go upstairs, dashing out of the lobby. Then she had gone out into the corridor, only to have Hideyoshi say that she was too noisy. Where should I go now? Where should I take this child who's having a tantrum? She felt as though tears of frustration were about to come out. Please don't tell me she's gonna take her to the underground tunnel room. As Maria kept struggling in an attempt to scream, Rosa put her mouth up to Maria's ear and tried to persuade Maria in a properly calm voice.
マリアはそんなにもバラが見たいのね。
Maria, do you really want to see that rose that much? Maria nodded her head several times, moaning, ooh, ooh.
どうしてそんなにバラが見たいの？
Why do you want to see it so
お
much?
母さんが聞いてあげるから静かに話して。
I'll listen as your mother, so will you tell me quietly?
叫んだら殴るわよ。
Oh my god, I want to kill her. Ah, let me kill her with my own two hands. Let me kill this woman, please. I'll hit you if you scream. Kill her! Kill her now! Give me the gun. I'll shoot her. I'll do it. I'll press the button. That sounds highly unhygienic. No, I agree with Miggles. She would be squeaky clean. Mm-hmm.
マリアのバラ、
My rose.
ベアトリーチェに蘇らせてもらったの。
Beatrice revived it.
また折れちゃってるかも。
It might have snapped off again.
マリアはそれが心配。
I'm worried about that.
確かめないと眠れない。
I can't sleep until I'm sure. It's kind of funny. The only thing that she has to do to get Maria to calm down is actually just hear her out and listen to her calmly, talk to her, maybe leave out the threat of hitting her, but just like talk to her maybe. That was almost cute until the end. Yeah. Gotta get back to work. Catch you later. Thank you so much for stopping by, Pita. Good luck at work. You got this. Apparently she was still upset about that marked rose from yesterday. Rosa felt her headache throbbing again, but she was at least a little relieved that Maria had now stopped her screaming.
とにかく今はみんな大変なの。
Anyway, everyone is having a hard time right now.
だからママたちに迷惑をかけないで。
So don't bother Mama and everyone else.
バラの話は明日雨が上がったら好きにしていいから。
You can worry about that rose all you want tomorrow when it stops raining.
だから今は聞き分けなさい。
So for now, listen to me. Dude, just take her out. It takes like 5 minutes.
やだやだやだやだ。
The rain won't kill you.
マリアのベアトリーチェのバラ。
No, 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 no. It's my Beatrice's rose. That's very a funny name for the rose. Rosa reflexively covered Maria's mouth. She had spoken a little too harshly and gotten her agitated again. Rosa realized that it was partly her own fault and clicked her tongue in self-hatred. But Maria thought that was directed at her, and her crying grew even fiercer.
お願いだから静かにして。
Please, just be
ど
quiet.
うしたらあなたは泣き止むの？
What can I do to make you stop
ど
crying?
うしたらあなたはママの言うことを聞いてくれるの？
What should I do to make you listen to what your mama says? Suddenly, Maria stopped crying so fast that it seemed unnatural. Then she turned around and muttered. Oh no.
マリアのバラを見たらちゃんと明日まで静かにしてるよ。
If I get to see my rose, I'll stay quiet until tomorrow.
本当？
Really?
うん。
Yes.
バラ庭園に行ってマリアのバラを見たらもうおとなしくする。
If we go to the rose garden and see my rose, I'll calm down. That seems...
本当だよ、ママ。
I don't know why she's talking like this. This is kind of creepy. But also, I would take her. I mean it, Mama. Get her killed. Get her killed. If it would keep Maria quiet for the time being, Rosa thought that even going out into this wind and rain would be a small price to pay. She thought it might be a bit reckless, but in the end, no murder or anything of the sort had actually occurred. All of that clamor since this morning had been a farce set up by Kinzo. If you carefully thought about that chain of closed rooms, it clearly had to all be an act. The way they say this makes me think that my theory is very, very wrong and that it's not all an act, it's actually all real.
本当にバラを見たらもうおとなしくする？
Will you really listen if you get to see the rose?
うん、
Yes.
本当だよ、ママ。
I mean it, Mama. Ouch. Rosa didn't overlook that creepy laugh and lightly hit Maria with her fist. And she shrugged, as though giving up.
わかったわ。
Don't take out the gun, girl.
一目見たら納得するのよ。
Understood. If it's just one look, then I'll
いい
agree.
わね。
Will that work?
うん、ママ。
Yes, Mama.
約束する。
I promise. Once again, Rosa tested the weight of her gun. It'll be okay. It's only an act. There was never a murderer on this island in the first place.
くそ待てよローザおばさん
The way his face shows up like this. I don't think you've thought this through. Yeah, I don't know. Even Batara is like, hey, wait a second. It makes me feel like maybe no one can die unless they're in the mansion, which is interesting. Damn it, wait on
ロ
Rosa.
ーザおばさんとマリアが第二の晩の犠牲者なのか
Are Aunt Rosa and Maria the sacrifices for the second twilight?
くそくそくそ誰か気づけよ呼び止めろ
Damn it, damn it, damn it. Someone notice them and tell them to stop.
あの親父たちや俺たちは何をしてるんだ
What are those guys in the living room and us kids doing? Indeed.
ローザ親子の痛々しい関係に気を使ってわざわざ話題を変えておるぞ。
They're being considerate of Rosa's pitiful relationship with her daughter and are forcibly changing the subject.
そなたらも2階へ上がり、テレビを見ながら話題を変えておる。
The group that includes you went up to the second floor and is talking about something else while watching TV.
くそったれ
You bastards!
誰か気づけよ
Someone noticed them!
一番近くにいるのは誰だよ秀吉おじさんか
Who's the closest? Is it Uncle Hideyoshi?
頼むよ玄関から二人が出ていくのを気づいてくれようわー
Please notice that those two are leaving through the front door.
届かん届かん。
It won't reach, it won't reach.
二人のささやかな時間を邪魔してくれるな。
Don't disturb their precious time together. I love her evil laugh. Cackle even. Hideyoshi kept talking kindly, his hand on Eva's forehead. He didn't notice at all that Rosa and Maria were going outside through the front door. In that case, there was no way the others in the lobby, which was even further away, would notice, much less those in the cousin's room on the second floor.
そなたは何を慌てておるのか。
Why are you so panicked?
第一の晩にて、犯人は事故死したとの大胆な指し手にて、わらわを打ち破ったではないか。
Didn't you defeat me with that bold move, saying that the culprit died in an accident on the first twilight?
ならばもう、この島に犯人はおらぬことになるぞ。
Doesn't that mean there's no longer a culprit on this island?
何を心配する必要があるというのか。
What is there to be so worried about?
うるせえよ、しらしらしいんだよ。
Shut up! I can see right through you!
誰か引き止めろ。二人が殺されるんだ。
Someone stop them! Those two will be killed!
誰か止めろ。
Someone stop them! He's always crying and screaming. Poor Batara. There was no way that Batara's voiceless scream would reach Rosa or Maria. The two of them could be seen in the rose garden. The rain was still awful, but fortunately the wind had died down a little. No, maybe that wasn't fortunate, because maybe if the wind had been a little fiercer, Rosa might have hesitated to go outside.
おーおーおー
Here it is. Maria found her rose with the gold lace and stared at it lovingly. Rosa had accepted the promise under the condition that Maria would only get one look at it. But she didn't want Maria to complain that it hadn't been enough later on. So she decided to go along with Maria until she was satisfied. She believed that there wasn't a culprit, but on the off chance that she was mistaken, they were now in an extremely dangerous position. Rosa realized that faintly herself. If things got bad, she would throw away her umbrella and ready her gun. After glancing at Maria's innocent happiness, Rosa gazed warily in all directions. Uh-oh. Were her eyes just tired? Even though no one should have been there, she thought she saw something glitter in the dark rose garden. Gold-colored. It had to be her imagination. Because to Rosa, it seemed as though gold butterflies were dancing through the rose bushes. Are you okay, Eva?
無理せんで、やっぱり南條先生を呼んでこんか?
Just take it easy. Should I call Dr. Nanjo after all?
大丈夫だから。
I'm fine. I think you should call him.
この手を離さないで。
Don't take your hand away.
お願いだから。離さないで。
I'm begging you, don't take your hand away. He's trying to activate Berto's maternal instincts. Honestly, I think it's okay to kill Rosa in this instance. As long as Maria stays alive. Hehe. Gold butterflies are native to Rokenjima. You think? They might be. I mean, he's kind of stuck. I mean, it's not Berto anymore, right? So... what does this mean? So, okay. I'm trying to think about it. So if Eva Beatrice is now the golden and the endless witch, that means that what she wishes for will probably come true since she'll make it come true. And she wanted to have the gold all to herself, so maybe she used Maria in some way, who can see witches, to lure Rosa over there and kill her? But why would you go through with all the Twilight stuff? If witches are real. If all of that is even real, I don't even know anymore. It would make sense though. But why is Eva having a fever, I wonder? It's all very weird. Maria survived to the last Twilight the past 2 games. She'll be fine. True, she did survive every single time. I guess until Batara denies Beato and then everything just kind of goes to hell. Quite literally. Predecessor Beatrice said that Eva has to do the ceremony now. Oh, I guess the ceremony includes the whole Twilight stuff. Would make sense. Eva was breathing wildly. Beads of sweat were appearing on her forehead. It certainly was true that she had stayed up all night last night and that things had been rough since early this morning. It wasn't odd that her body wasn't keeping up. Even though he understood that, Hideyoshi suspected that this sudden fever was the sign of some serious illness. Several times, Hideyoshi decided to call for Dr. Nanjo, but Eva resisted firmly, pleading with him and saying that it was even more important that he didn't take his hand away.
わかった。
I
で
understand.
もな、お昼になったら必ず南條先生に見てもらうんやで。
But you've gotta have Dr. Nanjo look at you by
それ
lunchtime.
を約束できるなら、ずっとここにいて、お前の
If you
手
can-
を握ってあるからな。
Promise me that. I'll stay here the whole time, gripping your
こ
hand
うしてギアがかな。
tightly, like this.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
大丈夫よ。
I'm fine.
あなたの手の魔法で必ずこんな熱なんか下がっちゃうから。
The magic of your hand will definitely take this fever away. Even as she said that, Eva's harsh breathing didn't improve in the slightest. Don't let go. Don't let go. This is not a normal fever, girlie. That is not a normal fever, girl. You have got to get help.
誰？
Who is it? She saw an umbrella moving from beyond the rose bush. Rosa threw away her umbrella and wildly lifted her gun. When she did, the shadow of a person beyond the bush showed itself.
おー、エヴァおばさん。
On Eva.
びっくりしたわ。
You scared me.
姉さんなの？
It's you, Nesan?
何かご用？
Do you have some business with me?
さっきの話の続きなの？
Do you want to continue our earlier discussion? Huh?
ええ、そうよ。
Oh, but it's the young Eva's voice. What the hell is happening? This is so confusing. You might need an exorcist. Yeah, she's not doing good. She got to the hallucinations point of high fever. I mean, so far she isn't having hallucinations, right? Not that we know of. Oh my god.
お父様の黄金の話よ。
Yes, that's right. Our discussion about father's gold.
お願いだからマリアの前では遠慮して。
Please restrain yourself in front of
ちゃ
Maria.
んと約束は守ってるわよ。
I will keep my promise, okay?
姉さんの悪巧みの邪魔はしないわ。
I won't get in the way of your conspiracy.
悪巧み？
Conspiracy?
何それ？
What's that?
姉さんが何を考えていても勝手よ。
Whatever you're thinking, that's up to you.
私は邪魔する気なんてない。
I have no desire to get in the way.
だからマリアの前では許して。
So please, not in front of Maria.
私は分け前さえもらえれば十分なの。
As long as I get my share, that'll be enough.
分け前？
I find it interesting that Maria can tell that this isn't really Eva, based on her reaction. She's like, huh, Eva, but also not Eva. Who pitched in the wrong VA. So weird, huh? Your share. Is it actually the same VA for young and old Eva? Because she can do the same laugh, but in a different pitch. It's kind of good. Eva started laughing in a creepy voice. Rosa was startled, but Maria stared blankly. Then Maria said just one thing.
ほー、おばさん。
Auntie,
誰？
who are you? Your share?
誰がお前にやるものか。
Who would give that to you?
あれはすべて私のも
All of that is
の。こ
mine.
の黄金の魔女、
It all belongs to me, the Golden Witch Beatrice. My god. She's going to die. Do you want to be surprised? I know the answer. I'm already surprised. Boo giggle. True. He loves making his characters laugh. The maniacal laugh. He likes it. Dolphin laugh?
Eva! 大丈夫か Eva!
Eva, are you okay? Eva!
Eva! Eva!
You gotta get the doctor in here, man. Hold on! Don't let go! Don't let me be dragged away by someone who isn't me. Hold on to my hand. Don't let go! Damn.
お前が何を努力したの？
When did you ever work hard?
何も努力してない。
You never worked hard for
い
anything.
つも私たちの影に隠れてのらりくらり。
You were always hiding in our shadows.
いつも戦わずに影から影へと逃げ回っていたお前に
You always escaped from the shadow to shadow without fighting.
後ろ宮家の黄金を無心する資格など本当にあると思ってるの？
And yet, you really think yourself qualified to make demands of me over the Ushiromiya family gold?
あれは全て私のもの。
All of that is mine.
後ろ宮家当主にして新しき黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェの名を継承した私だけのもの。
It's all mine alone, as the head of the Ushiromiya family and the new Golden Witch, successor to the name of Beatrice.
ベアトリーチェ。ベアトリーチェだ。
Beatrice! It's Beatrice! Uh-huh, So now I'm thinking, maybe the person that Maria saw in episode 1 wasn't exactly the same Beato that we know, maybe? Oh, I don't know! Confusing! So many things to keep in mind and to think about. She saw the epitaph too, that's true. And I think she even mentioned having given Eva a hint that made her maybe figure it out, so I don't know. Maybe she couldn't even have done it without Rosa. Mama, Beatrice! Maria jumped at her mother in ecstasy. Rosa treated Maria cold-heartedly and raised her gun high.
姉さんよね。
Hey, you're Nesan, right?
姉さんなのよね。
You are Nesan, aren't you?
違うわ。
Wrong.
私はもはやあなたの姉であった存在ではないの。
I'm no longer the one who was your sister.
じゃあ、あんた誰なのよ。
Then who are you?
ベアトリーチェだとでも言うの？
Are you trying to say that you're Beatrice?
そんなはずはない。
That's
あん
impossible.
たは19年前に死んだのよ。
You died 19 years ago.
ええ、確かに死んでいたわ。だって私、あなたの頭が割れているところをはっきり見たもの。
Yes, you were definitely dead. After all, I clearly saw how your head was split open.
その中身が溢れ出しているのを昨日のことのように思い出せる。
I can remember the insides flowing out like it was yesterday.
そのあんたがどうして生きてここにいるのよ。
How can you be alive and here right now?
黄金の魔女に死の概念などないの。
The concept of death does not exist to a golden witch.
黄金の魔女とベアトリーチェの名は永遠に受け継がれてゆくわ。
The golden witch and the name of Beatrice will be handed down for all eternity.
お前が知っていたベアトリーチェは死を迎えたかもしれないが、今やそれは私の名である。
Maybe the Beatrice you knew met with death, but that name is mine now.
故に無限。
The face, yeah. And therefore it's
ベア
eternal.
トリーチェに死の概念はないの。
The concept of death does not exist for Beatrice.
あの黄金に気が触れたとしか思えない。
All I can see is that the gold has driven you mad.
哀れね、姉さん。
How pitiful, Nesan.
もはや私はお前の姉ではないというのに。
Come on, you know I'm not your sister anymore.
さて、新しきベアトリーチェとして自らの復活の儀式を引き継ぐわ。
Well then, as the new Beatrice, I have been tasked with my own resurrection ceremony.
ロノウェ、私はどうすればいいの？
Ronove, what should I do?
ご随意のまま、
That is up to you.
もはやベアトリーチェ様にはどのような思いも実現できる力がおありです。
You already have the power to make whatever you think reality.
少し扱えば慣れるでしょう。
You should grow used to it once you've tried it out a little.
不甲斐なき元妹よ。
That is a scary facial expression. You worthless former sister.
私が魔女として初めて捧げる最初の生贄に選ばれたことを光栄に思うがいい。
You should you should consider it an honor to have been selected as the first sacrifice I offer as a witch.
第二の晩に寄り添う二人を私がこの手で引き裂く。
On the second twilight, I'll tear the two who are close apart with my own hands. No! Oh, this is a new soundtrack, right? I don't think I've ever heard of this one in any of the other episodes either. No comment on the sick new outfit. I've already seen it last stream. It's not new. The first thing the new Beatrice wished for, the first magic she tried to use was to surpass the limitations given to humans. In particular, gravity. She wanted to become fully aware of her transformation into a witch by being released from those shackles. As the witch and Rosa stayed as they were, the ground retreated all by itself into the distance below them. By now, their feet were no longer attached to the ground. This track is awesome! From Rosa, I mean. Oh, I guess the new appearance, you mean? I don't know if she sees her the way we are seeing her, because she saw her as Eva and she wasn't sure if it was Eva, even though she looks like Eva when she was younger. It's not the same one, so I'm surprised by her not reacting to it at all, which makes me think maybe she's seeing her as the current Eva. I'm not sure. This track is awesome. Rosa finally realized that the earth wasn't retreating into the distance below them, but that she and the witch were being sucked up into the rainy sky. Huh? Oh, awesome! That is awesome. To be fair, I don't think Rosa can parse what the hell is going on. I mean, yeah, this is kind of crazy. I'm surprised she hasn't shot her yet, but I guess it's not that dangerous yet. I feel like I would shoot at this point. If I can suddenly float into the air and I've been threatened, I feel like at this point, I'm sorry sis, it's over. I wonder what happens if she shoots her. I guess witches cannot really die like that, and it wouldn't matter anyway. For a human shackled to the ground by gravity, there is nothing more unnerving than having their feet stop sticking to the ground. However, to Beatrice, who, in becoming the new witch, had learned the joy of being released from gravity, it was enough to make her whole body shake with delight. Hey, Rosa! Do you remember, long ago, when we were small, when we used to talk about what it'd be like to become witches and fly around the sky? That dream has been granted, hasn't it? I like that she gets new expressions with this new sprite too. I became a real witch and granted it for you. Stop it. If this is a dream, then wake me up. You said it yourself. You said you flew through the sky in your dream. And you also said you didn't want to wake up. You even got mad at me when I woke you up, right?
安心して
Don't worry.
今度は冷めないわよ
This time you won't wake up, okay? She's a real freak, man. She's so scary and freaky. Is this the candle stands? Maybe. Man, I hope I don't forget about all the soundtrack, tracks that I liked. I wanna put them all into my playlist. Beatrice got owned for like 20 years by a bit of gravity, so I don't know about that. I mean, but then she was human back then, you know? She has some real nasty POS expressions in the console version. Come, dance with me in the vast rainy sky. Didn't we both wish we could fly like seagulls in the sky? And escape the cramped and boring island of Rokenjima? Now I'll make that dream a reality for you. I only want to share this joy with you, and no one else. It's so fun, Rosa, it's so fun! Take a look below you. Look at how small our mansion is. I wonder how much time we spent in a place that small. Now I'm especially shocked at how cramped and tiny it is. Hello, Idom. Hello, Patoy. Welcome in. You missed adult Eva going into a bad fever. Eva Beatrice defying gravity and making her and Rosa fly up into the sky. Rosa beat up Maria for crying again. Oh, and there's an ad break. But I think... Oh yeah, you're subbed. You can still hear me. And yeah, wacky things are happening. I'll recap it a little bit better when I'm back. I have to really go and pee right now. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. POS is positive. Okay, I thought you meant like piece of shit. I was confused. This track is called Dance of the Moon Rabbits, I think. That's a cute name. Okay, so Yudom, since you're also like trying to piece together Umineko, I want to do a good job recapping it for you. So Eva kind of started getting a fever for some reason, and she's kind of, I don't know, talking about her body being dragged away by someone or turning into someone that she isn't. I don't know, it's very weird. And at the same time, while Maria was crying and Rosa was like being the worst mom ever, she had this creepy smile on her face and she was like, what if you just go look at the rose and stuff like that? What if we just go take a look? And it was very ominous. And when they got here, they met Eva Beatrice, who initially looked like the normal Eva, but with the Eva Beatrice, the young Eva voice. And I don't know, now she's talking about how the gold is hers and she's not gonna share it and blah blah blah, and now I think she's gonna kill her. I don't know if Maria's also floating up into the air. I don't think so, not that we know of anyway. It's only Eva Beatrice and Rosa right now, so that's about it, really. Also, thank you. Welcome back to you too. And hello, Forgotten Guy. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Hideyoshi is taking care of her with his magic hands. Right. Hideyoshi is by her side and she's like, oh, don't let go. Don't stop touching your hand to my forehead or I'll get dragged away. My body will be taken over. Something like that. The Irom theories have been very interesting to say the least. Exactly. That's why I want to bring them up to speed. Rip Rosa then, I guess. Maybe not something to lament over, you know? I'm okay, how's you? I'm doing good, thank you. I'm very tired, but I'm looking forward to the weekend and sleeping, hopefully. So, it's all good. So feel.
楽しん
Enjoy.
で喜んで
Rejoice.
私たちが憧れた大空を自由にする力を
That power we yearn for, the power to move through the sky at will.
さあ踊ろうよローザ
Come on, let's dance, Rosa.
雨の中を風の中を
Through the rain, through the wind.
私たちは踊るように飛び回ろう
Let's fly around like we're dancing.
光が私たちを照らして祝福してくれるわ
The lightning will shine on us and bless us. I don't think that's how lightning works. 2 hours of sleep right now. Oh boy. I hope you can get more sleep. That's not too great. The witch and Rosa were like leaves fluttering around in a whirlwind, as the rain pounded upon every part of their bodies, as the lightning occasionally shone upon them. They shook with the joy of being released from the ground. I don't know if Rosa's shaking from joy. However, it was only that way for the witch. Rosa was holding onto her head, voicelessly screaming over and over. Stop it!
許して私を下へ下ろして
Forgive me! Let me down!
そうね人間は大地を這うのがお似合いね
Oh god. You're right. It's more fitting for humans to crawl on the ground.
なら地上におかわりなさい
Then why not go back there? A slightly displeased expression rose to the witch's face when she realized that her own joy was not being shared. Then she decided to listen to her former sister's request. Oh no, but Maria is there! The whirlwind that had been making Rosa dance around grew weaker, then stopped. In other words, Rosa was once again bound by the restrictions of gravity as a human. Following the laws that were originally correct, Rosa began to descend towards the ground upside down. Now she began to fall.
いけない
Oops.
そうかちゃんと下ろしてあげないとこういうことになるのね
That's right. If I don't take her down the right way, this is what happens. The witch hadn't intended to send Rosa plummeting, but she still wasn't used to using magic. You're actually just gonna let her die like this? This is fucked up. In front of Maria too? What the hell? Why couldn't lightning bless you? I think it will kill you before it does that, but you know, you can believe in that. If you want to. Explain this, Batara. Yeah, how is she flying? Explain it to me. Is she being strung up by strings? After plummeting about 100 meters into a rose bush, as a very, very natural result, Rosa died instantly. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. But the witch hadn't intended to kill her. So she wished that Rosa hadn't died. Oh, okay, we're gonna make it worse now. Alright then. We're gonna make it worse. Alright. When she did, gold butterflies coiled about Rosa's body, reviving that life, just as the witch had wished. Rosa's body, which should have been spread out like a carpet of fresh blood, rapidly returned to normal. The broken and crushed bones returned to normal. The torn and smashed flesh returned to normal. How easy it is to break things in this world and how difficult it is to fix them. Anyone can take a life, but no human can revive a lost life. By surpassing the irreversible, one proves that they have surpassed humanity. This surely gave her a much, much greater realization of her position as a witch than flying through the sky had.
すごい
Awesome!
死んだ命をも私は蘇らせられるの
I can even revive an ended life.
もちろんですと
Of course.
ベアトリーチェ様はすでに無限の魔女であらせられます
Beatrice-sama is the endless witch.
生きることも死す
To live and to
生
die.
かすことも殺すことも全ては無限に繰り返される
To bring to life and to kill, all of it repeated endlessly.
その輪廻を支配する女王こそが無限の魔女であられるベアトリーチェ様なのです
Beatrice-sama, the Endless Witch, is the queen who controls the cycle of life and death. Brown tube. I don't gotta explain shit. Yeah, I can see him saying that. Now Spooky's against people playing with toys? I mean, see, okay, she should have just left it at killing Rosa the way that she did. Reviving her only to kill her again after this in front of Maria is messed up. That's just too much. Hello KBC Jazz, welcome in. Also hello little crew, welcome in to you too. Hope you're both doing good today. One time I knocked over a fishbowl. The fragile and beautiful bowl broke and I couldn't put it back together again. I'd never see that cute pop-eyed goldfish swim again after it landed on the floor. I mean, it's not like it dies instantly. You could have saved it. No matter how much I tried, the servants shook their heads, saying that broken things and dead things could never be revived. That's when I learned something. You must not break things, you must not kill people. After all, you can't fix them. So, if you can fix them, then you won't get in trouble for breaking them, right? Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome! Oh my god, the laugh! She is a witch, I guess? Where's the fun in that? Just killing once? I mean, why? I don't understand why they have to be so evil as witches. It's kind of funny that Rikishi so far has only done repeated fucked up things to Rosa. First the episode 2 tea party and now this. Yeah, I mean, she kind of deserves it. Everyone else has been one and done. I mean, it's true, but you know, Butter has been pulped a few times. That's true. He's been going through it for a while now. Both mental and physical torture. Evatrice's laugh is both gross and amazing. They really chose the perfect VA for this. Umineko really has the whole laugh spectrum. I really love Eva's VA. I think it's yeah, we said that it's the same one for Takano, right? Takano had some pretty great laughs, but it's even better as Eva Beatrice. For a while, the witch became intoxicated with how terrible and wonderful the power she had inherited was. Her laugh was pure, innocent, and cruel. This track is awesome. Even though Rosa had been revived, she let out a cry of anguish at the pain from her fall. At that point, the witch landed and held out her hand. God! Sorry about that, Rosa. I didn't think flying into the sky would be so much fun. Sorry, I'm real sorry. And I didn't know humans could die so easily. But I've brought you back to life, so we're even. So, get up, okay? Play with me some more, okay? Oh my god! She just keeps going! Older Eva and young Eva have the same actress. She's awesome. Hello Trace, welcome in. Hope you're doing good today. What were those dreams you told me about when you were a kid? Go ahead and tell me all of them without holding back. As I am now, I can make anything come true, no matter how absurd. Even drowning you in a sea of jelly. Even having you get sucked into a mountain of cake. I can even make you sprout butterfly wings and flit? What the fuck does flit mean? Around the garden, okay? I'll do them one after another. Let's start with the ocean of jelly, alright? Stop it. Rosa was once again thrown high into the rainy sky. However, the sky wasn't filled with raindrops, but with drops of orange juice. When she looked down, Rosa had to doubt her eyes. The rose garden had disappeared, and the ground spread out beneath her was like a pastel-colored jigsaw puzzle. It was an ocean of jelly, like the one she had spoken of from her dreams when she was young. The black part was coffee jelly. The red was strawberry. The yellow was pineapple. And the green was melon. What was the white part? Apple? Did Rosa even have time to think stuff like that? Rosa fell toward the multicolored ocean. Oh. You fly erratically. Oh, okay. Coffee jelly. I don't think I've ever heard of coffee jelly, but I'm kind of intrigued. And she sunk deep into a purple grape-flavored sea. Oh, yummy. Oh, that's actually kind of pretty. It was an ocean of jelly. It had no bottom. As Rosa sang, she was so shocked to see a school of transparent fish swimming through the grape jelly ocean. They were probably made of grape skin. Then she sunk on, deeper and deeper, as deep as the Marianas Trench, crushed by the water pressure of the jelly ocean. As her ribs snapped, as her spine snapped, in the end she became a small, frail meatball. Ryukishi really hates Rosa, man. What a truly wonderful experience to drown in an ocean of jelly. It's a dream no one else can imitate. I made it come true for you. The instant I snapped my fingers, the meatball that had been Rosa was launched up into the sky. And after being wrapped up in a golden sparkle, she returned to her original form. It was as simple as and easy as returning dried seaweed to its original form. Anyone could do it. If they were a witch. That absent-minded look on Rosa's face has to be the joy from having that dream she gave up on as a child come true. Goodness gracious. She's giving Rosa sweets for a great sister. Yeah, she listens to her dreams and stuff and makes them come true. What a great sister. I swear to God, if she's not this cruel to Klaus, she better be. They both suck. The jellies are a part of Eva Trice's kit in the fighting game, and they're hella annoying to deal with. I really want to play the fighting game after I finish the VN. If you can fix it, then killing isn't bad. I don't know about that. It's still kind of bad for your mental health, and also, the person can still feel the pain. You're inflicting pain on someone else, no? Also, you're scarring Maria for life. I don't know, I feel like after Higurashi and what I read, especially in the later chapters, nothing can shock me in terms of Ryukishi's writing anymore. The only thing about Umineko that is different is that it's freaky in some parts, like Batara being on all fours and being on a leash and naked. That's a little freaky. We didn't have levels of freaky like that in Higurashi, and not until the extra chapters anyway, but, you know, in terms of like horror and super awful, disgusting descriptions, I think Higurashi was worse. Thankfully, I'm prepared for this. If Maria's life is about to end, maybe it's not that bad. I hope not! Maria didn't do anything bad. He doesn't deserve to die like this. Keiji's a bit of a freak. Oh man, you're gonna love the extra chapters. It gets so much worse. At least if she was gonna torture someone with her magic, she tortured Rosa. I guess. Go all out, I suppose. So is Mion. I feel like Mion ends up being a little bit more toned down. But she's really piling it on in the first episodes. That absent-minded look on Rosa's face has to be the joy from having that dream she gave up on as a child come true. Definitely. Probably. Next is the mountain of cake. In an instant, the sky was covered and became black and white in the shape of a chessboard. That almost transparent white part was her favorite rare cheesecake. The elegant black part was a slightly bitter gâteau au chocolat, I don't know, French. That became the ceiling, became a mountain, and several billion cakes were thrown down towards Rosa. If you piled those cakes up, they would surely be taller than Mount Everest. So they probably weighed, I'm not too sure, but I'll bet it was heavier than all the cakes across Japan put together. This is my dream, all right. Oh my god. Yeah, I would love this. Give me cheesecake. It fell down like a ceiling and swallowed Rosa up. So, as a very, very natural result, Rosa was crushed to death. In less than a second, her bones broke throughout her body and her insides were all smashed and forced out. Squish, pop, slop. Even so, an even greater number of cakes piled up on top, and Rosa ended up as a layer of jam wedged between them. Did this ever get fully animated? This has to be animated, or at least be in the manga. I want to see this. It's super fucked up. She became as thin as a single hair and was probably spread out over the area of a tennis court. That world swallowed up by cake was once again absorbed by a gold flash. Yes. I want to read the manga, but apparently there are spoilers. I don't know. Isn't it? I don't know how it's structured. If it's like the same as the VN. The anime had giant cakes. I want to see it. It's so messed up. You never got to see the messed up parts in Higurashi, but the manga shows them so explicitly. I have to still read it. I'm still missing one singular volume that's out of stock and out of print. I'll never get it. I was considering buying a copy used for like $50, but I was like, I don't think I'm that desperate yet. I'm just gonna read that one online and I have the rest and hope that it someday comes back into print and that I can buy that last volume for Higurashi that I'm missing. For Umineko, it's basically impossible. Mingles told me there are stuff shown in the VN. There's stuff not shown in the VN, I think. Ah, I see. The manga has the advantage of being after the VN. There's a lot more hints. Okay. I look forward to reading that. Then, as though it had all been a dream, Rosa was revived once again. Of course, it definitely wasn't a dream. She had been revived after dying. At that point, death, which most humans only have to experience once after they're born, had already been experienced repeatedly by Rosa. In other words, she'd gone... what? There's words missing. She has gone through that which humans cannot. The precious experience of dying more than once. Isn't this fun, Rosa? Isn't this fun? Next is the butterflies, look! Please have mercy. No way. Let's play more, let's play more. Man, this is kind of messed up. Why is she doing this? It's not like Rosa did anything that's like unforgivable to her anyway. Like, Why are you doing this? It's not that serious. Just kill her once. Why are you torturing her? Extra stuff is in episode 7 and 8. The early chapters don't add too much. I'll still wait, but that's good to keep in mind. Manga is more explicit in a lot of things, as in outright explaining things that were just insinuation in the VN. Okay. Hello, Sir Random Lemon. Welcome in. She's having fun, I guess, but like, why is this fun for her? I don't think the real Eva would enjoy this. I don't know. She's messed up and she's a little bit mean, but not like this. I just hope she doesn't have fun with Maria too. I don't know, maybe it's just payback for being in a shitty family and having shitty siblings, even though I don't think Rosa did anything to Eva, but whatever. It's weird how the witches are all kind of evil and mean. So far, the only one who hasn't done anything evil and mean that we know of, I guess, is Vern? Eva Beatrice is a child version of Eva, right? She's just standing up for children everywhere. Sure. There's no indication this is being done out of malice. I don't know. It seems malicious because we know what is happening to her, but maybe I'm not seeing it from her perspective. Hello, Bellamy, welcome in. You know, it's just the usual, Rosa getting killed over and over again. Don't worry about it too much. Laughing innocently, she pointed her gold staff at Rosa as she begged for mercy. When she did, Rosa glittered gold and rapidly began to shrink. I mean, actually, there is inclinations for this being a little bit malicious. She's like, please stop. She's asking her to stop, and she's like, nope. It's a little bit evil. When she did, Rosa glittered gold and rapidly began to shrink. Wow, wow. She shrank down to the size of a real butterfly. Then, gold wings sprouted from her back, and she joined her fellow gold butterflies. However, while a human body could withstand that wind, it was a different matter for a butterfly's body. The gold butterfly Rosa was invited to dance by each gale of wind, and she spun in circles around the rose garden. As her dance wore her out, she was caught by a gentle bed. It was a soft knit hammock in the shadows beneath the roof of the arbor. The owner of that hammock lumbered into view, welcoming its rare guest who had wandered into the night of a storm. Oh my god, it's a spider! That owner, which should have been small enough to crush in the palm of your hand, now looked as big as the top of a canopy bed to Rosa. Oh my god! Oh my god, I forgot how well her VA can scream. This is so good. What a klutz, you got caught in a spider's web. This time, it's a dance with a spider. That takes me back. Remember the times we'd find a spider's web and play around by throwing pebbles at it? That's kind of messed up. I've heard that spiders don't chew their prey. But insert their venom, and when the insides melt into a sticky soup, they suck them out. Hey, Rosa, remember? Remember how we'd throw butterflies into the spider's web on purpose and play around by seeing how the spider would attack? I don't know why. That's kind of messed up to me. Why would you do that to the poor spider? Like, I hate spiders, but I would never do that. All the VAs in this are outstanding. They're awesome. They're really, really good. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Look at their role models. Yeah. They're not that good.
覚えてないわね。あなた小学校に上がる前だったと思うもの。
I guess you don't remember, do you? This happened before you got into grade school.
今度はよく見れるわよ。
Make sure you watch closely this time, okay?
しげしげとね。
Very closely. I don't know why her laugh is so funny.
許して姉さん。
No, have mercy, Nesan.
助けて姉さん。
Help me, Nesan. So far, Rosa's screams have been the most gut-wrenching to me. This girl's not bad. She truly can use magic at will. You have the one lady with her fucked up laugh, and the next one enters the fucking picture. It's so funny to me. I could listen to her laugh all day. For me, it's Beato's laugh that does it for me. This one I could listen to all day. This one's great. I like Eva Torice's laugh, but it's not bad. This one is better though. It's 5 minutes long, Jesus. I do love how the text is translating these gurgles. I wonder how it is in the Project Umineko translation. It's pretty good. Imagine going into a recording booth and just screaming. That's the Ryukishi visual novel special. Amusing, how truly amusing. You feel like laughing too, right, Batara?
ふざけんな。
Don't fuck with me.
もう止めろ。
Stop it already.
何が楽しいんだよ。おかしい。てめえおかしいぞ。
That's so fun. You're insane. You're
こん
insane.
なことをして何が楽しいってんだ。
What's so fun about doing something like this?
あんなに楽しそうじゃないかよ。
Doesn't she look like she's having a blast?
無理もない。魔法は楽しいもんな。
What do you expect? Magic is fun.
思い出すよ。わらはもう魔法が使えるようになった時はすっごくはしゃいだもんさ。
I remember when I first became able to use magic, I played around a lot.
わかるぜわかるぜ。あのはしゃぎっぷりが心の底からわかるさ。
I understand that kind of game from the bottom of my heart.
この喜びや感動。バートラには共感できないんだろうな。ああ、残念残念。
Looks like I won't be able to share this joy and passion with you, Batara. Ah, what a shame, what a
バ
shame.
ートラだってわらわを認めればいつだって魔法を教えてやるぞ。
If you accept me, I'll teach you magic anytime you want, see?
人間の束縛を逃れた瞬間の喜びは筆舌に尽くしがたい。
It's hard to describe the joy you receive in the instant you're freed from the shackles of humanity.
そなたに教えてやりたいよ。あの喜び、あの感動。
I want to teach you about it, that joy, that
そ
passion.
なたの生み出す魔法の世界もぜひ一度見てみたいものだ。
I'd definitely like to see the world of magic you'd give birth to just once. Evatoriches is disgusting, but it grows on you. Kind of. I'm pretty sure they kept the gurgles, but it's been a while. Makes it more fun. Man's been through it. I mean, yeah, he's seeing people that he cares about getting killed over and over again in brutal ways. I think that's not very fun. But his sprite, yeah, it's kind of funny, not gonna lie. I feel bad for him, but also it's kind of funny to see his crying sprite. It's pretty good. I like how Ryukishi made the crying sprites. It kind of reminds me of an emote that Shio made for me. Can I access better Twitch TV emotes? No, not in my OBS chat, but there's the one that Shio made of my old design with me like crying. I think it's called like Spooky Sob or something like that. I don't know, but it's a really good one, and it kind of reminds me of Batara's, or Batara's sprite reminds me of that emote rather. Batara would make a world of ass and boobs. Yeah, you know what? I can see it. He would make some perverted shit like that. Isn't this starting to get fun? You've started wanting to use magic, haven't you? It's pretty fun to be a witch, isn't it? Just for you, I'll teach you everything. About the joy of flying together in the sky, about the joy of diving together through the sea. I want to show you the passion that starts the instant you surpass the bounds of humans. And see how wide your world stretches. Wouldn't that be fun? One thing that's like coming into my mind is that, you know, the human Beato that we saw died around the age that she is right now in this sprite. And, you know, she was clueless about her life and the world around her. So maybe, even though she understands that killing people isn't the best thing ever, maybe she sees it as a way of like freedom. And so maybe she can't 100% tell that it's... She must know that this isn't good. But like, maybe she's like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is what freedom is. And so maybe she really can tell that it's like super bad and that people would be suffering through this since they can experience things that they normally wouldn't be able to. So they're free from their shackles, binding them to their humanity, something like that. I don't know. She was so clueless about the whole world, it would kind of make sense. OBS, there's a setting to add FFZ to your chat box, which adds better Twitch TV, if I remember correctly. I think I can see the emotes when people post them. No, I have it, but I don't know how to like access my own emotes from there. That's okay though. A lot of together there, Beato. That thought goes way dark, way quick, yeah. Maybe she doesn't care about Batara's suffering. I don't think it's that. I think she's a little bit clueless. I mean, I had to think that through a little bit more, but that's my immediate thought to seeing her reaction. And also... But it doesn't make sense in Eva's case. Why would she think that's fun? She knows what fun is. She was a human. So assuming they're like born from some traumatic event or from them like having a strong resolve or like giving something up in their life, they would still know what human life would be like, no? It seems that way for Burn anyway, considering everything that we know from Saikoroshi, from like Higurashi, but I don't know. I feel like I want to read the Higurashi manga because the whole thing with, you know, Rika and Burn is explained a little bit more in detail in the manga. And maybe it'll help me understand Umineko a little bit better too. The whole thing with the witches and what it kind of represents. And maybe it'll make it easier to kind of understand what the hell is going on. I don't know. Naive thought, but a thought nonetheless. Hello, Natamba. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. She seems to want to use magic with Batara here. Kind of different vibe than before. Yeah, kind of. She didn't talk about killing him. Not yet. Kuba Beato? What does that mean? The suffering makes you keen on taking revenge. I guess so. Maybe Eva is still just riding the high of the first spell she cast. But why is it always just cruel things? Why does it result in Rosa dying? I can understand, you know, making some things come true, but I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. As long as she brings someone back, it doesn't count. But they're still going through, like, pain and stuff, and she can see it. Rosa's making it very obvious. Which is why it's so shocking that she just seems to not care about it. There was no malice in Beato's expression. It was hard to believe, but she was genuinely enjoying this cruel show. And she wanted to share that appreciation with Batara. Batara was shocked by that hopelessly different sense of values. You're insane. Stop it already, damn it! Margiria, make them stop this insane farce. What should I do? We exist outside the board. We cannot touch the board itself. Margiria shook her head apologetically. Her body had already been killed. Did that mean she couldn't interfere in any way? I like that Batara is not even questioning his existence in this whole universe that he's in, but, you know, whatever, sure. As Beatrice continued to look amused in an insane sort of way, Batara lifted her up by the collar and yelled at her. Stop it, stop it, stop it! Quit messing around, witch! Are you trying to tell me that's Aunt Eva? That's impossible. The Aunt Eva I know might be a bit mean at times. But it's completely impossible that she's the kind of person who'd do something this cruel. This is all part of your deception. Don't toy with Aunt Rosa. Don't toy with Aunt Eva. Stop this farce right now. I told you, I'm not the one playing with Rosa anymore. Like I said, that's the new Beatrice. Is it really so terrible that you have to squeal like that? You're also pretty fond of stuff like this, aren't you? I mean, he's a freak, but not like that, I don't think. You actually have just a bit of interest in magic and... Ouch! What are you doing? For the first time, Batara slapped Beato's cheek. Whoa, buddy! Beatrice didn't know why he had done something like that to her, and a surprised expression rose to her face. Batara especially couldn't forgive that expression, and he roared. Oh my god! He is done with her bullshit! Ever read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream? I know of it, and I know there's even a game, right? I know of it because of the amazing digital circus, and because people kept saying that, like, it's referencing that a lot. I know bits and pieces of it, but I don't really know the whole thing. But maybe I should get into it and, you know, consume. She's so moe even when she's being slapped. Can't believe it, but I'm on Batara's side. Maybe it makes her realize something, you know? Maybe if he, like, tells her, yo, this is kind of messed up, she'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. No. I recommend the game over the novel. Same author anyway. Maybe I should play that then. Hello, Brooke and B. Welcome in. I missed all of the crazy shit. Still holding in there despite it all? Don't worry. Higurashi so far has been worse, so I think this is pretty tame. It's a little confusing and crazy, but it's not too bad. But I hope you're doing good. It's relatively short and quite interesting, tells you how hatred and resentment devolves into sadism. Okay. I'm gonna write it down. I am actually interested in it. So let me see. Where do I write this down so I don't forget it? I'll just write it down on my Discord server and then hopefully not forget about it. I have no mouth and I must scream. I'll read it and play it maybe. A strange and convoluted courtship ritual with Batara hit a snag. Damn it! The author does the VA for the game, it's peak. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, I'm not tapped into the game, awesome.
これが面白いだ
Huh? You call this
お
amusing?
前の頭はどうなってんだ
What's wrong with your head?
死ね
Die.
頭を輪切りにしててめえで覗いてみろ絶対に中身がごっそり抜けてるぜ
Go slice your head to bits and look inside. You'll see there's nothing there. He's starting to sound like her.
今すぐやめさせろこの悪趣味な茶番をやめさせるんだ
Stop it right now. Stop this disgusting farce.
俺はお前を許さない
I won't forgive you.
僕もこんな残酷なことを
How could you do something so
お
cruel?
前のこと少しでも笑えるやつだと思ったこともあったが俺はもう二度と勘違いしない
I've sometimes thought you could be a bit funny, but I'll never make that mistake
お
again.
前はただ残酷なだけの怪物だ
You're just a monster who's cruel on all levels.
俺の前に現れるな
Don't show yourself in front of
二
me.
度とだ
Never
お
again.
前を認めないお前と話さないお前の顔など見たくもない
I won't accept you. I won't talk with you. I don't even want to look at your face.
聞こえたか
Did you hear me?
俺の前に現れるな
Don't show yourself in front of
お
me.
前なんか消えてしまえ
Disappear. What the hell? The instant Batara screamed, the power that resisted the witch became a red wall and knocked Beato back onto her butt. Damn. He can use magic too! Oh, wow.
なんだというのだ面白い見物ではないかよ
What are you talking about? Isn't it an interesting show? She spoke defensively, but the target of those words, Batara, was no longer there. His figure had suddenly disappeared into the darkness, but Beatrice looked displeased and continued trying to explain herself.
いや確かにちょっとかなとは思う
She's so cute. I can't stay mad at her. She's fucked up, but she's my fucked up little meow meow. Yeah, but you were so cool just a bit ago. Now we're throwing Rosa into the ground from a mile up. Yeah, it's messed up. Hello, Vicky. Welcome in. Mean to her for no reason. Yeah, look at my poor little meow meow. I don't know. The slap was maybe a bit much, but the talking to her, maybe, you know, it's okay. They need to understand each other, and sometimes you have to talk sternly. It's not as though I'm completely blind to where you're coming
こ
from,
んなの無邪気ないたずら程度であろ
but this is nothing more than an innocent prank, isn't it?
うどう殺そうが結局は生き返らせておるではないか
No matter how you kill them, they'll always be brought back to life in the end, right?
人間は終 周りさえ良ければ何でも良い生き物ではなかったのか？
I thought humans were creatures who say all's well that ends well.
のう、お師匠様。
Hey, teacher.
そこまでへそを曲げられるものでもあるまいに。
There was no reason for him to get so angry, right? She was hoping for approval, but Varugiria simply faced her with an indifferent expression. To Beato at that moment, even an exasperated look would probably have been better.
私から特に言うことはありません。
I have nothing in particular to say.
あなたが楽しいと思うならいつまでも見続けていると良いでしょう。
If you think this is fun, you can keep watching as long as you
終
want.
わったら呼びなさ
Call me when it's over.
い。それまで私も姿を消します。
I will vanish until then. Bloop. Following Batara's lead, Varugiria vanished into the darkness. Beato, who was now completely isolated and didn't have a clue what was going on, felt like they were making her out to be the bad guy. Oh no, my poor little meow meow in a little box in the rain. Look at her. Oh, how could you be mean to this face? Look at her. Everyone's so mean to her. Oh man, they're all so mean, so rude. They don't understand her. I can get behind the slap, but pushing her on the ground with a magical barrier was a bit much. I can't believe she would do that. As long as death isn't final, it's okay to kill. Yeah. It makes sense that she would say that even though she appears to be older because she was so isolated and naive, you know, when she was a human. It also makes sense that I guess young Eva thinks so too. She's a smart girl, but you know, she was still a kid. She's still the age of a kid in her witch form, so I guess it kind of makes sense that they would be naive and clinging onto things that, you know, children would cling onto, you know? My pathetic wet cat, yeah. Isn't she so cute? All she did was kill people for fun, man! Can't a girl have fun for once?
なんだよ。
What's wrong?
面白いショーじゃないかよ。
Isn't it an amusing show?
ちょっとは悪趣味かもしれないけど、割と面白いじゃないかよ。
It might be a bit vulgar, but it's quite interesting, isn't it?
なあ、ロノウェ。
Hey, Ronobe,
そこまで怒るほどじゃないよな。
it's nothing to get so mad about, right?
お嬢様の面白いがバトラ様にも面白いとは限りません。
Something interesting for you, milady, may not necessarily be interesting for Batara-sama.
わらは
Oh no, she has a little tear.
何も嫌われとんの。
Does he really hate me that much?
そりゃ確かに対戦相手だから敵同士ではあるの。
Well, certainly, we are enemies and opponents in this competition.
今日笑い合いのほどわらわたちは不仲だというのか？
But is our relationship really so bad that we can't laugh together at this display?
バトラと一緒に拍手できたように一緒にゲラゲラ笑い合えると思ったのに。
Since I applauded together with Batara, I thought I could at least laugh together with him.
程度のことすらわらわは拒絶されるというのかよ。
Does he really reject me so much that we can't even do that?
魔女だと認めるのは許す。
He doesn't have to accept that I'm a witch.
それを競い合うゲームなんだから。
We're challenging each other in this game after all.
でもよ
Oh no!
顔も見ない話もしない。
And yet he won't look at my face. He won't talk to me.
無視はいくらなんでもないだろう。
And he'll probably do all he can to ignore me.
わらわはそんなにも嫌われ者なのかよ。
Am I really hated that much?
これまでお嬢様は十分に嫌われるだけの指し手をいたしました。
I can't stay mad at her when she looks like this. This is his loved ones being slaughtered on repeat. Come on, but look at her. I love the console version of this sprite so much. I have to look at it. The moves you've made up to this point have been more than enough to earn his hatred.
悪魔の私でさえバトラ様の気持ちが少しはわかろうというもの。
Even a demon such as myself can understand a bit of Batara-sama's feelings.
それが理解できぬのはお嬢様が特に鈍感が過ぎるのではないかと。
Perhaps you cannot understand because you are especially thick-headed, milady.
うるさいうるさいうるさいうるさい
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
お前も消えてしまえ
Why don't you disappear too?
はい、かしこまりました。
Yes, certainly.
それでは失礼いたします。
Then, if you would excuse me. Even Ronove hid himself in the darkness, and Beatrice was left alone. The only one in the rainy rose garden. No one ever plays with a lonely witch. And the fact that no one ever does is what makes them a lonely witch. What's going on?
なんでわらわと誰も遊んでくれないんだよ
Why won't anyone play with me?
そんなにわらわは変かよ残酷かよ
Am I really that weird? That cruel?
誰か返事しろよ
Someone answer me! I will play with you. I will hang out with you, Battle. Don't worry about it. I got you.
楽しいねロージャー楽しいね
It's in the Discord if you want to see it. Let me look. Where's my Discord? Oh, there it is. Okay. What channel do I look at? Oh no! Oh, she looks so sad. The little eye bag. Oh, she's so cute. Yeah, come on. You cannot stay mad at her when she looks like that. Can I show my browser without... Oh, let me see. There's gonna be an ad break in a few anyway, so... Do I have a source for my browser? I think I deleted it recently because I don't show my browser that much. Oh, there you go. Look at her! She's so sad! She's so cute! And so sad! Little meow meow! She can kill me over and over, yes. Do it. I'll let her do it. Rosa's being turned into a fine paste. Don't think about it too much. I love her. She's awesome. Okay, let's take a quick 3-minute break then, since we have a little scene switch, I guess, kind of. And I'll stretch and stuff like that. I'll be right back in 3. Okay, I'm back. I almost finished my entire bottle of water. I have to get more in the next ad break. Isn't this fun, Rosa? Isn't this fun? Hey, how should we play next? No! Of course we should play with Maria too, right? Let's all have a friendly walk together, okay? Let's swim in a pot of boiling chocolate. Let's have a picnic in a cake rising oven. Cake rising oven? Is that like a particular type of oven? That's interesting. I've never heard of that. Thank you. Welcome back to you too. Is she evil yet? I'd say so. She's been pretty evil. Maria, you're having fun seeing magic? I kind of want to see her reaction to all of this. Like, what does she think? I genuinely cannot believe it's the same VA. I am seriously impressed with how much her voice changes. You cannot tell that much, honestly.
No.
She's like, oh, I gotta make right with Batara. Oh man. You can't go too crazy now. You can't kill Maria too. Batara will hate me forever. I like the way that she looks here. She looks like a sad dog. She looks like my dog. This is basically a pleading face. She can't think. She's dead. No! She can still fix it. She can still fix it. No, I don't think this can be fixed anymore. Hey, new Beatrice. Behind the witch that was continuing her mad banquet, Beato showed herself. That expression was very rare for her. It was somehow restrained, unreliable, miserable.
これは先代ベアトリーチェ様。
Oh, it's the predecessor Beatrice-sama.
ご覧くださりましたか？
Were you watching?
魔法の力は本当に素晴らしい。
The power of magic is truly
魔
wonderful.
女に生まれ変わることができたことを今ほど楽しいと思ったことはありません。
Until now, I never thought it'd be so fun to be reborn as a
まる
witch.
でいつまでも終わらぬお遊戯の時間のよう。
It's like playtime that never ends.
さあ、先代様もご一緒に遊びましょう。
Come on, let's play together, predecessor-sama.
その前にちょっとお待ちになってくださいね。
But first, wait for a second, okay?
二人はオーブンの中で焼け焦げて死んでしまったからまた蘇らせないと。
Oh, okay. I cooked the two of them to death in an oven, so I have to revive them again. She went through with that, okay.
まるでイーストで膨れるパンみたいに。
They're like bread rising from yeast.
オーブンの中で膨れるクッキーみたいに。
Like cookies expanding in an oven. Fucked up, fucked up. Hello, Zero, welcome in.
話を聞けというのに。
Listen to what I'm saying.
そのだな。
Well,
第二の番の生贄にはもう十分であろう。
isn't that enough for the sacrifice of the second twilight?
確かに殺し方については指定がないが。
Of course, there are no rules regarding how you kill them, but,
それ以上もてあそぶことはあるまいに。
maybe you shouldn't toy with them any more than that.
何をおっしゃいます先代様。
What are you saying, predecessor-sama?
さっきロノウェイから聞きましたよ。
I heard from Ronove a short while ago.
先代様の魔法はもっともっと素敵で残酷でやりたい放題だったって。
Wasn't your magic much, much more wonderful, cruel, and crazy?
6人のお腹からお菓子が溢れ出すハロウィンパーティーなんて本当に素敵。
That Halloween party where candies poured out of 6 people's stomachs was truly wonderful.
ならば私はアリスのお茶会を演出しようかしら。
So maybe I'll act out Alice's tea party.
なんでもない日を祝うお茶会にみんなを招待して私が魔法で次々おもてなしするの。
I'll invite everyone to a tea party in celebration of a completely pointless day and entertain them one by one with my magic. I'm doing good, thank you. How about you? Also, thank you for the 5 stream streak.
先代様みたいに素敵にできるかしら。
I wonder if I can do it as wonderfully as you.
個性的に残酷にポップにキュートにできるかしら。
I wonder if I can be cruel in my own pop. Cute style. Look at her face. She's kind of adorable, but also... That's messed up.
今思うとおとぎ話とかってどれも残酷でしたよね。
Now that I think about it, all fairy tales are cruel, aren't they?
そのおとぎ話の魔女に自らがなってみてようやく理解しました。
Now that I'm a witch inside of one of those fairy tales, I finally understand. Goodness gracious.
わらわもその
I have also,
以前までのは少しやりすぎたかなと
sometimes thought that in the past.
少しは思っておる。
I might have gone a little too far.
まあ黄金の魔女たるもの少しは気品があっても良いかと思う。
Well, I think that as the Golden Witch, it's probably best to show a little elegance. It's kind of funny that she's now repeating the same things that people keep saying to her to be like elegant and to not be freaky and weird sometimes. Symphony of the Night the other day started Harmony of Dissonance, so kind of on it. Well, I hope you can feel better about it. I hope you still enjoy it though. Character development in my video game? I mean, she's kind of just doing it to please Batra and to not have him hate her and everyone else hate her. So, I don't know. I guess it's kind of character development, but born out of a weird feeling.
先代様が何をおっしゃってるのかわかりません。
Kind of like, she's kind of people pleasing right now. I don't know if that's good kind of character development. Now that she's a mother, she's realizing she needs to chill a bit. Who's a mother? Beato? If Batra was still there, she'd literally not care at all. Yeah. Hello, G-Men. Welcome in. We're near episode 2 finish, right? Episode 3 finish, yeah, I think. I think this is close to the end of episode 3. Beato has a Beatrice child to take care of. I mean, I guess so. It's kind of... Yeah, I can see it. I mean, she's kind of a child herself still, though. I don't get what you're saying, predecessor-sama.
でも一つだけわかります。
But there's one thing I do understand.
今の私がどれほどを尽くしても、先代様の残酷さには到底及びません。
No matter how hard I try now, I'm no match for how cruel you
も
are.
っともっと頑張らなくちゃ。
I've got to try much, much harder.
もっと残酷になって、立派な黄金の魔女にならなくちゃ。
I've got to become more cruel and become an excellent golden witch.
だからそれはもう十分だというに。
Like I said, you've already done enough here.
とにかくわらわの先代としての命令だ。
Anyway, this is an order from me as your predecessor.
第二の番はもう十分だ。
That's enough for the second twilight.
わらわが少し手本を見せる。
I'll show you how it's
下
done.
がって見ておる。
Stand back and watch.
はい、先代様。
Yes, predecessor-sama.
どんな無残で残酷でおぞましい殺し方を見せてくれるのか楽しみです。
I can't wait to see what brutal, cruel, and disgusting method of killing you use. The new witch grasped the sides of her skirt and gave a graceful bow, stepping back as an expectant gaze rose to her face. She was expecting an even more cruel magic that surpassed even herself.
まあ、そうだな。
Has Beato actually ever killed someone with her own 2 hands or her own magic? She's always used the 7 stakes of hell to kill people, as far as I know. I mean, I guess she set Kinzo on fire, but aside from that, she hasn't really done anything, I don't think. Close to the end, it's the second twilight. Well, it feels like close to the end. I don't know. It might not be that close. I don't know. Yeah, the soundtrack is awesome. It's really good. There's ones we don't know the details of. I mean, we know for sure that she's killed Kinzo herself anyway. For the others, it feels like it's always been the stakes of hell. She has a couple times, like with the Halloween party, but only a couple of times. Yeah. We don't know the details of that one, that's true. It feels like that one was maybe her. Although, I don't know why, every time I see Lambda, I don't know, I can't help but feel like it was Lambda who did that because of the whole candy theme and her having candies in her outfit, but I don't know. I don't know why she would do something like that in Beato's game, except for the fact that she was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna help her a little bit. But I think that was after episode 2 and not after episode 1, so it doesn't really make sense in terms of like timeline. But it keeps reminding me of her. Well, speaking of that,
そういう殺し方しかできないうちは半人前なのだ。
you're only half a witch if you can only kill with methods like that.
わらわが上品な黄金の魔女らしい殺し方を見せよう。
I shall show you an elegant way to kill, worthy of the Golden Witch. When Beata waved her pipe, 7 colors of smoke poured out, reviving Rosa and Maria. Compared to how the new Beatrice had done it a short while ago, it was slightly gentler. It was probably gentler than how Beato had done it herself up until now. Rosa's consciousness had already grown dim from the pain of so many repeated deaths. But even so, she pleaded that her daughter be spared. Please, have mercy. Even if it's just Maria, have mercy. Man, she does not need to be involved in this.
すまない
Sorry.
我が弟子が少し羽目を外しすぎたよ
My disciple just, acted without restraint for a bit. Forgive me. No! Someone hug her! Hello, Butter. Happy weekend. Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate. I'm standing, so my posture is actually really good. I'm gonna drink something though. Sorry, Epitaph says you gotta kill too. Can't you kill someone else? Why Maria? She doesn't deserve this. When Maria realized it was the real Beatrice, she jumped onto her.
ベアとは約束したよね
You promised, right,
マリ
Beato?
アを黄金島へ連れてってくれるって約束したよね
You promised you'd take me to the Golden Land, right?
そこではママとも仲良しになれてみんなずっと笑い合えるの
There, I'll be friendly with Mama and everyone will laugh
こ
together.
こへ連れて行ってくれるって約束してくれたよね
You promised you'd take me there, right?
そうだ
About that,
なその約束はもう
I can no longer keep that promise
自分の謎を解く者が現れるから
because someone appeared who could solve the riddle. Well, you made it particularly easy for them.
マラはもう黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェではないんだ
I'm no longer the Golden Witch, Beatrice.
だからす
So,
まない
sorry.
そなたとの約束は
I can no longer keep my promise with you. She's so quiet again.
なんで
Why?
どうして
Why?
ベアとは約束してくれた
You promised. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
約束を守れなかった
So at least an apology for not being able to keep my promise. I'll give you a quiet sleep that will never be disturbed again. Beato embraced Maria with a loving expression on her face. Then, softly, a red bruise appeared on Maria's neck. It was a very gentle bruise. Man. Its redness grew bit by bit, and when it distinctly formed itself into the shape of a hand, Maria's neck tilted suddenly, peacefully as though she had fallen asleep.
マリア
Hey, at least you didn't have to suffer, right? That's okay. That's good. Oh, this is so sad. She clearly isn't happy about this either. But why did she make it so easy to solve the epitaph, or to push them to solve it? What does she gain from this? What is her plan? If we inflict enough pain on the child, no one else will have to suffer. Omelas? I don't know if that's how it works. Can't even keep a promise. I hope she feels bad. I don't know. I hope she feels regret for making it so easy for them to solve the epitaph. Hello, Fifth Lord of Sheep. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good today. If it was that easy, why don't you just solve it, Spooky? It's not that easy, okay? You have to be in the pits of the Ushiromiya knowledge, whatever. Why does she want it solved? Maybe she didn't want to be the Golden Witch anymore. I don't know. I have to think about that more. It is an interesting question as to why she made it so easy. But I haven't thought too much about it. I just thought about it now. Oh my god. Sorry.
そなたが第二の番の生贄であることは謝る。
I won't apologize that you were the sacrifices for the second twilight.
そういう運命だ。
That is simply your fate.
しかし、その捧げ方が悪趣味であったことは謝らねば。
However, I must apologize for the vulgar way in which you were offered the sacrifices. Isn't it also the case that, oh yeah, now that I think about it, we were talking about her doing like the killing of people and whatnot. But as far as I know, they've all been killed very quickly, and then they have been mutilated after death. So it's not like she was killing them in the most brutal way ever. I think up until this point, it was stated constantly that they died, and then, you know, the fucked up stuff was done post-mortem, you know? So it seems like she isn't all that cruel after all. As far as we know. I mean, I would assume that from how it's been worded up until this point. While Eva Beatrice is just killing them straight up with her magic. And it's a really messed up way to die. Overhyping Beato to Beatrice, kind of. I wouldn't know about her doing this kind of thing anyway. Yeah, I'm just making assumptions.
これが最後の
This is your final sleep.
夢を二度と妨げられることは
Never again will it be disturbed. Beato softly, gently lifted her finger, as though touching the empty air in front of her nose. When she did, a light breeze lifted up, making Rosa's body dance lightly like a feather. Then Rosa's body floated softly. And right there was the garden fence, with its spear-shaped prongs. You kill Maria so nicely, and then this is what you do to her? I don't know about this one. I mean, I guess she didn't promise it to Rosa. Oh, damn. The spear of the fence pierced Rosa's medulla oblongata. I don't know what that is. Doesn't look that good, though. Oh, damn. How did she get... Huh? What happened? Oh, Maria too. Oh. Oh yeah, the whole sibling thing. I mean, that was in the other dimension though. Does that count? I don't know. How's it been going? It's been going great, Vita. It's going awesome. This is kind of sad. I feel especially bad for Maria. She does not deserve to die like this. I was hoping she would really make it to the end again. Important brain part. Laying on the fence spike. But isn't that the shadow of the fence? So did she like slide all the way down? That's kind of disgusting. That's gross. Benevolently, without toying with her in a single blow, Rosa's life was snapped out. Compared to the earlier innocent yet cruel events, it seemed to be over much too fast. It just looked like a doll shaped like Rosa was leaning against the fence. But she had passed away. Oh, that's not nice. But at least they died fast. Haha, this time.
まあ、ざっとこんなものよ。
She's leaning from it, yeah. I wonder what happened in reality. Good question. So, if we think about it like from the perspective of there being no magic, I've kind of just been accepting it to collect more information, kind of. Maria's neck was snapped, right? Is that what happened? She said her head tilted and like some hand appeared on her neck. It seemed like her neck was snapped, but also she was bleeding, so maybe not. Maybe she had like something stabbed into a part of her neck, like Sounds like strangled. That wouldn't be a very fast and merciful death, though. That would be not that at all. It kind of sounded like what Genji did to Shannon and Kanon when they were about to be killed by the Seven Stakes. Well, something like that should do the trick. Beato acted proud, but the new witch wore a blank expression, almost as though it was an anticlimax. Then she said it out loud.
なんだか地味です。
It's kind of plain.
ロノウェイに聞いていた先代様のそれとは随分違います。
Not at all like the predecessor some Ronove told me about.
そのだな。魔法は上品に使わねばな。
Well, you must use magic with dignity, right?
あまりその品がないのはエレガントではないのだ。
If it's too undignified, that isn't very elegant.
せっかく素敵なことが無限にできる魔法なのに。
Even though you're lucky enough to have the magic to do wonderful things
つ
endlessly.
まらない。
How boring.
これ愚痴るでない。
Hey, don't complain.
黄金の魔女の道は一日にしてならずだ。
The path of the Golden Witch cannot be completed in a day.
そなたとて第10の番を終えるまでは半人前よ。
You're still incomplete until you finish the 10th twilight.
今は黙ってわらわの指導に従うのだ。
For now, stay quiet and follow my instructions.
よいな。
Got it?
返事はどうした？
What happened to your answer?
返事は
Your answer?
はーい。
Sure.
それでよい、それで。
Very well, that'll do.
まあ、まだ復活の儀式の先は長いぞ。
Well, there's still much to do for the resurrection
あ
ceremony.
と5人も殺さねばならないからな。
You still have to kill 5 people.
あまりもてあそばずに、綺麗に、上品に。
You should do it without toying with them too much, with beauty and dignity,
少しあっさりめでいいからな。
and with at least a little restraint, okay?
ロノウェイがそなたに教えたわらわのやり方は、その、悪い例だ。
What Ronove told you about how I did it, that was a bad example.
模範にしてはならぬ。
You mustn't use that as a model.
よく心に刻んでおけ。
Engrave that into your heart.
はい、先代様。
Yes, predecessor sama.
良い返事だ。
A good answer.
ロノウェイ、煉獄の七姉妹よ。いでよ。
Ronove, the 7 stakes of purgatory, arise.
はい、お嬢
Do
様。
your shenanigans, guys.
ロノウェイ、ここに。
Yes, milady, I, Ronove, am here.
傲慢のルシファー、ここに。
Lucifer of Pride right here.
これまではだな。そ
Up
の、わら
until
わもい
this
ろいろ
point,
派手にやってきたわけだが、
I've been a little flashy, but,
まあ、黄金の魔女としての威厳も大事であり、
well, the dignity of the Golden Witch is also important. And about that,
だな。
as Ronove laughed at Beato's uncharacteristically flustered speech, he summed it up for her.
かしこまりました。以
Certainly.
後は黄金の魔女の名にふさわしい気品に気をつけるようにいたします。
From now on, we will be careful to act in a graceful manner, suitable for the name of the Golden Witch.
煉獄の七姉妹もこれまでのような悪ふざけは改め、
Even the 7 Sisters of Purgatory will reform their bad behavior up until
以
now.
後は最短の手順で任務を遂行するように。
And we shall espouse to perform our task in the quickest possible
と
manner.
いうことでよろしいですか、お嬢
Would
様。
that be acceptable, milady?
うん、
Indeed.
つまりはそういうことだ。
That's it, more or less.
みんな、肝に銘じよ。
Everyone, take it to heart.
よいな。
Okay?
はい、か
Yes,
しこまりました。
certainly.
わらわが言いたいのは以上だ。
That is all I wish to say.
もう引き上げてよいぞ。
You may leave now.
かしこまりました。
Certainly.
それでは失礼いたします。
If you would excuse me.
失礼いたします。
Excuse us. She's not happy about that. I think that's what Beato disguised it as, just like Rosa not really floating. Yeah. I have to think about the murders in particular, about how they could have been done by a human. I have to do that still. I want to try to do that soon. Ideally before we start episode 4, but I don't know. We'll see how I can do it. I don't have that much time. But I'll do my best. Because I haven't been able to put that much thought into it, and I'm always doing it while I'm streaming, and I don't really think about it outside of the stream because I feel like I like to do it with the text right in front of me. Pre-answer arcs could do too. Yeah, I guess that gives me a little bit more time.
ま、わらわが言いたいのはそれだけだ。
Well, that's all I want to say.
それでは引き続きしっかりな。
So, take care as you move forward, understand?
黄金の魔女らしく貫禄を持って、その自重気味にな。
Act with dignity and, restraint, okay?
頑張るがよいぞ。
Give it your all.
そなたを見守っておる。
I'll be watching over you. She's not happy about it. She's gonna pull some stuff. Acting awkwardly until the very end, Beata left that message and immediately became a cloud of gold butterflies, hiding her form in the empty air. Maybe it'd be more accurate to say she vanished in a hurry because she couldn't keep up the conversation. After that, all that remained was Maria's corpse lying down and pounded by the rain. Rosa's corpse propped up by the fence and staring up at the sky. And the figure of the witch.
自重しろ。
Show some restraint, you say? Her expression looked just a little bored. There was a popping sound. Witches don't like to be bored, right? That's not good. That was probably her clicking her tongue.
つまんないやつ。
What a boring person. That's not good, that's not good. Leaving that last sentence behind, she once again vanished into the empty air. That's not good. That's pretty bad. You should definitely do a theory stream after episode 4. Oh, I'll definitely have to prepare for that one. I don't want to do it on stream, you know? I don't do well with having my raw ideas being, you know, displayed like that in front of people. Which is funny because that's what I'm doing every now and then, but I don't know. I feel stupid when I say something wrong, you know? And then I also feel like people have to hold back to, like, not guide me, or guide me a little bit but not too much. And I don't want any guidance, you know? I kind of just want to have my theories and, you know, I don't know. Rebellious child. I can't note them down. I'll write it down, you know, and then I can talk about it. Or it will make fun of you or something. Not that necessarily, but I don't want people to be like trying to guide me and trying to make me understand stuff better that I misunderstood, because I feel like misunderstanding things is like part of the experience, you know? I take things too literal sometimes, and I think that's kind of fun in its own way, to see how I understand it without people like guiding me in a direction or something. Emote only chat. I could do that. I guess that would be a solution to it. You're here for your thoughts. I'll think about it. I'll definitely write everything down that I think about, and then I'll ramble about it, and maybe I'll do like an emote only chat so people don't try to guide me. Or maybe, you know, everyone will just behave and it'll be okay. All theories are true until proven wrong. That's true, technically. Anyone who explains should get banned for spoilers. I don't think people will try to explain, but you know, I feel like sometimes when I talk about things on stream too, people will like try to get me to not misunderstand the situation, and I think that's okay sometimes, but I don't want it to guide me too much. And I have the feeling that when I ramble on for 4 hours about my theories, it'll happen more often than not. So yeah. Can chat be on delay with mods? I think it can be delayed a little bit more than it is right now. But I only have 2 mods and I don't want to bother them and have them be like constantly watching and like timing people out. I think that's no fun either. I'll think about it. I'll figure something out. In the wrong direction. No! Don't misguide me. We'll see. We'll see.
ようやく落ち着いてくれたようやな。
Phew. Looks like she's finally calmed down. Hideyoshi wiped his own forehead. For a time, Eva had seemed to be having a very painful nightmare, but it appeared she'd finally fallen asleep. As promised, he'd still gripped Eva's hand. He thought it might be time to let go pretty soon, but he faithfully continued to hold on. Every once in a while, his hand would get tired and he would switch between his right and his left. But even so, as he promised, he didn't let go of her hand. My goat. Not really my goat, but my goat in this situation. At that time, there was a heavy knock. Eva had finally been able to fall asleep, so Hideyoshi grimaced for just an instant.
Aniki! Hideyoshi-san! Sumane!
Shut the fuck up! Stop talking! Mods act in real time though? Spooky has access to real time chat. Yeah, I don't really know how that works. Aniki, Hideyoshi-san, sorry. Is Rosa there? It was Rudolph's voice. What could it be? Hideyoshi headed for the door, hiding his footsteps so that he wouldn't wake Eva. But your hand! It was definitely Rudolph's voice, but just in case, he opened the door without removing the chain. What is it? Something happened to Rosa-san? You can't find Rosa or Maria-chan. I thought they might be with you. I heard her scolding Maria-chan in the corridor. They got quiet after that, so I thought they'd gone back to the lobby. But did they? That idiot. Rudolph clicked his tongue. Well, time to fucking go and find out. No one ever leave the guest house ever again. Hideyoshi, the only somewhat proper adult on this godforsaken rock, and Nanjo love Nanjo. I mean, Hideyoshi didn't say anything to Rosa hitting Maria, so I'm kind of disappointed in him, but Nanjo actually did say something good, so I think I didn't give him enough credit. My primary care doctor, I'm dead by the way. My condolences. He tried his best. But maybe he misdiagnosed you. Maybe you're not dead. Who knows? Eva's a good adult when she's off the island. True, true. She just turns evil here with all of her evil siblings and their spouses who are also sometimes evil. Hello Klaus, welcome in. Hope you're doing good today. Other people could be seen in the corridor. Rosa hadn't returned for a while after going out into the corridor, so they began to worry. Near the front door, Natsuhi pointed at the unset chain. The chain isn't set. They must have gone outside to see that rose after all. Since they just died outside and their bodies weren't taken away, I wonder if they won't be in closed rooms then, if they'll just be outside. Would be kind of interesting. How extraordinarily careless to go out and leave the door unlocked. What a troublesome person. I'm more worried about Rosa-san and Maria-chan themselves. Right. Hey brats. Where was this rose of Maria's? I'm pretty sure it was in the flower bed right in the middle of the rose garden. If that's where they are, we should be able to spot them pretty quickly if we go. Dad, shouldn't we bring them back here as soon as we can? Of course.
お尻ペンペンしてやるぜ。
We'll bring them back and give them a good spanking.
俺が一っ走り行ってくる。
I'll dash out there and come back.
俺が出たらすぐに鍵をしろよ。
Lock the door as soon as I go out. I don't know if you should go alone.
親父、俺も付き合うぜ。
Dad, I'll go with you.
バカ抜かせ。
Don't be stupid.
秋はママとお留守番って相場が決まってら。
It's obviously a brat's job to watch over the house with Mama. Why does he have to say it like that? Oh, no, she woke up. Maybe good, maybe bad. She seems better anyway. Yeah, that's his sister too. What is it?
何かあったの？
Did something happen?
すまんな、起こしてしまったか。
Sorry, did I wake you up?
ローザさんがマリアちゃんを連れて表へ出たらしい。
It seems Rosa-san took Maria-chan
な
outside.
んとも不用心なこっちゃ。
How reckless of her.
ローザとマリアちゃんが
Rosa and Maria-chan are
表へ
outside?
バラ邸へ
In the rose garden.
そうや。
That's right.
ああ、聞こえとったか。
Oh, did you
マ
hear?
リアちゃんはバラが見たいと騒いどったからな。
Maria-chan was causing a ruckus because she wanted to see this rose.
ダメよ
They mustn't.
バラ邸に行っちゃダメ
They mustn't go to the rose garden.
ローザを呼び止めて
Tell Rosa to stop.
呼び止めるもなんも、もうずいぶん前に出て行っとるようや。
There's no telling her to stop now. It looks like they've left a while ago.
全く不用心な話やで。
Seriously, how reckless of them.
違うの
That's not
バ
it.
ラ邸はダメ
Not the rose garden.
あそこには魔女がいる
There's a witch
そ
there.
して生贄を待ってる
And she's waiting for a sacrifice.
ローザ行っちゃダメ
Rosa, you mustn't go. Man, she does care about her. Eva cowered again, holding her head. Her complexion looked very bad. Never mind, she's not better. Call Nanjo, man. What are you waiting for? She's been screaming like she's been possessed by something. Please help her. What is it?
熱にうなされて何か悪い夢でも見たんか？
Did the fever make you dream something bad?
夢
Oh, it's kind of like Maria. She also had a bad dream, which made her go out into the rose garden anyway, so maybe something about that. It's a dream. Yes.
バラ庭園で魔女がローザたちを
In the rose garden, the witch doing that to Rosa and Maria-chan.
そうよね
That's right.
夢
It's a dream.
よね
It must be.
落ち着くんや。
Calm
この
down.
部屋にはわしもおる。
I'm here in this
チ
room,
ェーンもかかっとる。
and the chain is set.
窓かて鎧戸が下ろしてあるし、銃まであるんや。
The shutter's closed on the window, and we've even got a
この
gun.
部屋はさながら要塞やで。
This room is just like a fort.
なんも恐れることなんかあらへん。
There's nothing to be afraid of. Hideyoshi beat his chest, trying to calm her, but Eva's insecure expression didn't change. Under the covers, Eva kept praying that the grotesque nightmare she just had was only a dream. He's out of network. Insurance won't cover Nanjo. No! Oh, damn. They're left there like that, I guess.
ルドルフがバラ庭園中央にてローザ、マリアの遺体を確認
We don't even get to see their reactions anymore. We just have Watagiria kind of recap it for us. Kind of sad. Oh, damn. I kind of like to see their reaction myself, you know? Ushiromiya Maria. Her corpse was found in the rose garden. The cause of her death was strangling. Ah, okay. Probably by bare hands. Circumstantial evidence makes it reasonable to assume that she was killed after Rosa. Then her blood became the red ink for the witch's oath. Oh, I didn't see her. Ushiromiya Rosa died in the rose garden with her medulla oblongata pierced by the spear-shaped part of the fence. If Maria's death hadn't been a clear homicide, it may have been possible to suspect an accidental death in Rosa's case. This woman was the human sacrifice for the birth of the new witch. So I feel like in this case, since they died so normally, It almost, like, if you were to look at this from a non-magic perspective, you could assume that Rosa finally lost her cool and, I don't know, strangled Maria. And that Rosa was kind of, I don't know, shocked at what she did. That she... What fence is it anyway? Maybe she just tried to get away from Maria and, I don't know, this was like the way that she decided to go and she died like an idiot. It would make sense for Rosa to do something like that, even if it's messed up, but yeah. This one is very easily explainable, even if my theory might not be correct. Because they didn't die with those weird, like, stakes, like the rest of them always died. In the center of the rose garden, Rudolph identified the corpses of Rosa and Maria.
その後ゲストハウスに戻って応援を呼び両名をゲストハウスに運び込みました
After that, he returned to the guest house, called for help, and carried both of them into the guest house. You know, the epitaph would also make sense, since they were all kind of judging her, or they weren't really judging her, but they were making her feel insecure and bad about herself. And you know, it's the whole family that she's trying to impress and trying to look good in front of and trying to prove herself, so it could have really drove her to do something like this. You think someone would take their own life by smashing their head on a spiky fence? No, I'm not saying that she did it on purpose. I'm saying it was an accident. She probably tried to get away. She was panicking and didn't know where to go. Maybe this was... I don't know why she decided to climb the fence. You know, she could have... Yeah, they say it could have been accidental, so maybe she just tried to get away from the situation and then, you know, did an oopsie and killed herself that way. Did I read that? Anyway, in the center of the rose garden, Rudolph identified the corpses of Rosa and Maria. After that, he returned to the guest house, called for help, and carried both of them into the guest house.
南條の検視を信頼できるならばローザの死因は円髄部への柵の先端部分による一つ
If we can trust Nanjo's examination, the cause of Rosa's death was a stab to the medulla oblongata with the pointed gate of the
マ
fence.
リアについては素手による絞殺と考えられます
It is thought that Maria's death was due to strangling with bare
た
hands.
だし悪魔の証明により誤審率は否定できません
However, due to the devil's proof, we cannot discount a misdiagnosis.
わらわが赤にて語る
I will say it in red.
ローザとマリアは死亡した
Rosa and Maria died.
死因は男女の見立て通り
The causes of death were as Nanjo diagnosed.
雲にも食われておらんしケーキの山に潰されたわけでもない
She wasn't eaten by a spider, nor was she crushed by a mountain of cake. Taking a screenshot. Oh god, the Windows notification, whatever sound, system sound is so loud sometimes. I have to turn that down. I'm gonna turn it down right now because it actually hurts in my ears when I do that. System? Lower, please. That really hurts. The rest is in red, bad though. I mean, if she made it red, it would basically confirm. No. I mean, maybe it would confirm that magic wasn't real. I don't know. I love Beato's grimace smile. It's so sad. I like it. Batara would be convinced by cake real.
安心せよ
Don't worry.
あれだけ死をもてあそび死体が綺麗だからいいだろうって論法かよ
So you argue that even though you toyed with her death so much, it's all fine because the corpse is neat and clean?
俺は絶対に許さねえぞ
I definitely won't forgive you.
ローザおばさんに対する無残な仕打ちの数々
I definitely won't forget all of that brutal treatment you gave Aunt Rosa.
絶対に忘れねえし許さねえからな
So I won't forgive you.
だからあれはわらわではないというに
Like I said, that wasn't me.
奴の仕打ちに比べたら はるかに安らかな死を与えたはず。
I believe I gave them a much more peaceful death than the way she treated them.
うるさい、黙れ。
Shut the hell
お
up.
前とは口を聞かない。
I'm not talking to you.
18人しか島にいないと言い切られ、すでに8人が死んでいる以上。
It was stated that there are no more than 18 people on this island, and now that 8 people are already dead,
容疑者は10人に絞られる。
we can narrow the field of suspects down to 10.
その中の誰かが殺したってんだろ
One of them probably killed those two.
う。あるいは事故死かも
Or could it also be an accidental
な。マ
death?
リアが発作的に泣きわめき、
Like Maria was having a
それを
tantrum.
泣き止まそうとしたローザおばさんが力の加減を誤ってつい殺してしまったとか。
And when Aunt Rosa tried to stop her crying, she misjudged how much power she was using and accidentally killed her. I mean, you'd have to do that pretty hard and for quite a while to kill her, but yeah, okay. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt.
それで動転して滑って転んで柵に倒れて運悪く死んでしまった。
Then she was so upset that she slipped and fell, landed on the fence, and unluckily died. I wonder how tall the fence is. I thought it was like a really tall fence, but that would make no sense. She'd have... That would mean that she would climb the fence. But maybe it's not that high. Maybe she really just fell over in shock or something. You know, she could have also shot herself in the head after being like, oh my god, I killed my child, and then she fell over backwards into the fence, you know? It could also be something.
どうだよ。
Did I read that? And then she was so upset that she slipped and fell, landed on the fence, and unluckily died. I can't remember if I read something after I start yapping all the time. Human eating spiders doesn't necessarily mean magic exists. I mean, I've never seen a spider that big that they can eat a human that's alive, but yeah. That was Beatrice, not Beatrice, Batara. He doesn't get it. I don't know if Batara stating this theory makes me feel better or worse. Gotta go back to work. I'll watch the rest in the VOD. It's okay. Thank you so much for stopping by, Fita. Good luck with work. You got this. Maybe they do. Oh no, don't use the devil's proof against me. I hate it.
これで魔女も魔法も出番なしだ。
How's that? That way there's no need for a witch or magic.
ああ、そういうわけではないぞ。
Well, that's not quite true.
実はだな、ローザとマリアは
Actually, Rosa and Maria.
うるさい。
Shut up.
お前とは口を聞かないと言っている。
Didn't I say I wasn't talking to you?
目障りだから消えろ。
You're an eyesore, so disappear.
化け物。
You monster. Batara said that without rage, but with a horribly cold voice. That strange behavior was something Beato had noticed right off the bat. In a fight, both of them could go at each other without restraint. However, he wouldn't even step into the ring. She could feel that coldness. Beato didn't find that amusing. She thought about flaring up, but she held back. Maybe even though she was innocent and childish, she had enough sense to realize that she couldn't pick fights. Her pouting face is so cute and funny at the same time.
そうかよ。
Is that so?
なら姿を消すと。
Then I'll vanish.
ロノエ、続きを引き継げ。
Ronove, continue for me.
かしこまりました。
Certainly.
よろしいですか、バトラ様。
Will that be satisfactory, Batara-sama?
問題のない申し出です。
There are no problems with her proposal.
バトラ君がベアとの顔を見たくないというなら、それもありかと。
If Batara-kun doesn't want to see Beato's face, perhaps that'll do.
好きにしろよ。
Do what you like.
その化け物の顔を見なくて済むなら、なんだって構わないぞ。
If I can live without seeing that monstrous face, I don't care about anything else. I don't agree with him. That's a little bit too rude. She's so cute. Hello, Zoro. Clearly you haven't been to Australia if you haven't seen a man-eating spider before. Don't scare me. I'm actually terrified of spiders. I want to believe they don't exist. This is where Ronome makes his move and seals Batara away. Let's go, my yaoi.
なあ、ちょっと待てよ。
Hey, wait a second.
さっきから化け物とわらわはひどい言われようではないか。
You keep saying monster, monster, but isn't that a cruel way to speak of me?
なぜにわらわはそこまでバトラに毛嫌いされねばならぬというのか。
Why do you instinctively hate me so much,
あ
Batara?
れらはすべてわらわではなくわらわの弟子の仕業であろうが。
Even though none of that was me, even though it was all the work of my disciple.
別に俺はさっきのことだけで腹を立ててるわけじゃねえぞ。
It's not like I'm only mad about what happened just now.
一番最初からだ。
It's been like that from the very beginning.
なあバトラ
Hey, Batara,
誤解するなよ。
don't misunderstand,
わ
okay?
らわとそなたはゲームを通して対峙し合うプレイヤー同士なだけではないか。
Aren't we just a pair of players confronting each other through a game?
互いに相手を苦しめるために指し手を探るが。
We look for moves to make things painful for each other, but
勘違いするな。
don't get the wrong
俺は
idea.
お前が魔女を認める認めないのおかしなゲームのライバルだから嫌ってるんじゃない。
I don't hate you because you're my rival in this strange game about whether I accept you as a witch or
お
not.
前の無意味に残酷なところがどうしても許せないだけなんだ。
I just can't forgive how senselessly cruel you are.
そりゃ連続殺人を通してのゲームだからな。
Well, serial murders are a part of this
多
game.
少は残酷になるのはやむを得ない。
It's probably impossible to avoid a little cruelty.
さっきのことだけじゃない。
I'm not just talking about what just
前
happened.
回だって前々回だって
There was the last time and the time before that too.
みんなの腹を裂いてお菓子を詰め込んだり顔面を耕したり
Tearing everyone's stomachs open and stuffing them with sweets, plowing their
そ
faces.
れに何の意味があったってんだ。
What was the point of all that?
それは
That's... Well,
密室殺人だのトリックだのアリバイだの
when it comes to closed room murders and tricks and
そ
alibis,
こまでは100歩譲ってやる。
I'm willing to give you a pass.
お前は魔法殺人だと主張したいんだから
You want to claim that this is a murder done by magic.
そういう手の込んだ事件を起こさざるを得ないことを100歩譲って理解してやってもいい。
So, I'll grudgingly accept that those complicated crimes need to occur.
しかしあれらのグロテスクな殺人に一体どれほどの意味があるというのか。
But what exactly is the point of all those grotesque murders?
それはその
Well,
別に
nothing much?
そうさ
I don't know, to confuse him? Mess with him?
何の意味もない。
That's right, they don't mean
お
anything.
前はただ悪ふざけで死者を切り刻んで面白がっているだけだ。
You're just fooling around by mangling the corpses for fun.
それは魔女だからとか魔法じゃなきゃできないからとかそういうのじゃない。
That has nothing to do with whether you're a witch or whether it could or couldn't be done with magic.
ただお前が面白半分に残酷の限りを尽くしているだけなんだ。
You're just exploring the depths of cruelty for
そ
fun.
れはお前が魔女だからとかそういうことじゃない。
This isn't about whether you're a witch or anything like
た
that.
だただ人として許せないものがあるからだ。
There are just some things that I can't forgive as a human. What?
なんだよその人としてってやつ。
What do you mean as a human?
例えば
For
今
example,
回のゲームの第1の番の6人
the 6 people of the first Twilight for this game.
じい様の黒焦げはともかく
Well, other than grandfather being burnt black,
他の5人の死体は不要に死者を恥ずかしめない普通の殺し方だった。
the other corpses were killed in a normal way, without any unnecessary shaming of the dead.
凶器が槍だか銃だかははっきりしないがとにかく殺しの中じゃまだ許容できるマシなものだった。
It wasn't clear whether the weapon was a spear or a gun, but anyway, as far as killing goes, that was acceptable.
前回前々回の第1の番での非常識さ残酷さに比べればはるかにマシだった。
It was much better than the nonsensical grotesqueness and cruelty from the first Twilight last time, or the time before that.
そして今回の6つの密室をつなげた連鎖密室。
And this time, there were 6 closed rooms tied together to make a closed room chain.
まあまあ面白かったぜ。
That was sort of interesting.
あれをお前とやりとりしてるときは 今だから白状するが、少しだけ楽しいと思った。
When we were going back and forth with each other that time, to be perfectly honest, I thought it was just a little fun. He is kind of enjoying himself when, you know, they're kind of teasing each other, but he clearly doesn't like her way of treating people when they're already dead, shaming the dead as he said it.
自分の存在を認めさせようと必死になるお前と、それを否定しようと必死になる俺。
You were frantic to make me accept your existence, and I was frantic trying to deny it.
どっちも必死で全力だ。
We were both frantically doing all we could.
おかしな話だが、俺はお前との間にささやかなスポーツマンシップさえ感じたものさ。
This may sound weird, but I felt a faint sense of sportsmanship between the two of us.
俺とお前は相入れない存在だが、
We exist in conflict.
全く理解できない存在でもないかもしれないと、わずかに思えた。
But I faintly thought that we might not be completely unable to understand each other's existence.
だが、その気持ちはついさっき、微塵も残らずに吹き飛んだ。
But just now, that feeling was blown away without a trace.
だからそなたは誤解しておる。
That's what you're
あれ
misunderstanding.
はわらわではなく、
That wasn't me.
違う。
That's not it.
俺はそういう話をしてるんじゃない。
That's not what I'm talking about.
お前はローザおばさんがひどい殺し方を何度も何度も繰り返されるのを見て、
You watched Aunt Rosa being killed horribly over and over.
面白い見せ物だと嘲笑った。
You sneered at it like it was an interesting show.
それを見て、俺は深く失望した。
When I saw that, I was deeply disappointed in
お
you.
前が今回少しはマシな殺し方を選んだのは何かのちょっとした気まぐれなんであって。
When I realized that your decision to kill them in a slightly better way this time was nothing more than a faint whim,
本来の残酷な勝負には何の変わりもないんだと分かって、
and that nothing had changed in your cruel character, I was deeply disappointed.
それどころか、お前は残酷な死を純粋に楽しんでさえいる。
On the contrary, you were even genuinely enjoying those brutal deaths.
俺に意地悪をするためだけに残酷を尽くしてるんじゃない。
You weren't just acting as cruel as you could to bully
お
me.
前は本当に純粋に残酷を楽しんでいる。
You truly, genuinely enjoy cruelty.
楽しめる性分なんだ。
Your character lets you enjoy it.
お前はローザおばさんが何度もむごたらしく殺されているのを俺に楽しいだろうと言った。
You said I'd probably think that Aunt Rosa being brutally killed over and over was fun.
嫌味で言ったんじゃない。
You weren't joking.
それを俺にも
Oh,
共
sorry.
感してほしくて楽しいだろうと言ったんだ。
You enjoyed it from the bottom of your heart. You wanted me to sympathize and said that I'd probably think it was fun.
その瞬間、俺は失望し、悟った。
In that instant, I lost respect for you and realized the truth.
お前が魔女だとかそうでないとか、そういうことが問題なんじゃない。
The problem isn't whether you're a witch or not.
俺はお前のその残酷さが許せない。
I will not forgive that cruelty of yours.
そして理解できない。
And I can't understand it.
許すこともできない。
I can't forgive it either.
だが、魔女を認めるか否定するかというゲームは続ける。
Still, I'll continue this game of whether to accept or deny
自
witches.
ら降りて敗北を認めたりはしないさ。
I won't step down and accept my own defeat.
だが、そのゲームに、お前の無意味な残酷さは何の必要もない。
However, your pointless cruelty is absolutely unnecessary for that
だ
game.
から俺は、お前を対戦相手として認めないことにする。
So, I've decided that I won't accept you as my opponent.
ロノベの方が100倍増した。
Ronove is 100 times better. I mean, aren't you still fighting her though? Just because Ronove is talking for her doesn't mean that she isn't still your opponent. That doesn't really make any sense. Was the Halloween party too much, Batora? She would say it like that, with a little pouty face too. I thought you were better than this. She must feel so sad after hearing him say that. She didn't expect this, you know? I think she truly doesn't see where, you know, her faults lie. And I feel like He's making it painfully obvious what he means and why he dislikes her as a person, not just because they're fighting each other, basically. And I wonder if that'll make her so sad that she'll try to change, maybe. Trying to please him. Undertale, you enjoyed those horrible deaths and Higurashi, didn't you? God, no. She wants to play with him. Batara denying her hurts, yeah. She's not gonna feel too happy about this. Her heart is breaking as we're talking. It's actually communicating clearly. Yeah. I mean, before he was just like, oh, I hate you, you're so mean, blah, blah, blah. And she didn't really understand where he was coming from, but now he's making it painfully obvious what the issue actually is. Batara has moved on from denying magic to denying Beato. So sad. He doesn't have the same cruel hobby you do. Even if he doesn't have the awful taste to show it off in front of me. That's right, you have awful taste. You're heartless and cruel, so you can't understand. That's unpleasant in an opponent. So I don't want to see your face again. Heart shattered. As Batara went on and on by himself, Beato was shocked into silence for a long time. There's gonna be an ad break in a few minutes. I don't know how she's gonna respond to this. So let's take that break right now so I can also get some water, since that was a pretty long ramble. And yeah, I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm back. Sorry, it took me a little bit longer than 3 minutes because I had to get new water. Anyway. Actually, let me also drink the water. I didn't actually drink anything. I'm back as well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. As Batara went on and on by himself, Beato was shocked into silence for a long time. Maybe she couldn't understand what she was being told, and this was a sign that she was doing all she could in an effort to understand. She's going through all the emotions. For a while, she kept switching between angry expressions, frustrated expressions, bold expressions, as though even she herself didn't know what attitude she should take. In the end, she made her face into a candid expression, as though she came to her senses, and shrugged her shoulders as though she was tired. Can't please everyone. In that case, do as you like. No! From now on, I will continue this game through Ronove. You have no complaints as long as I don't show myself, right? For the time being. But I definitely won't forgive all of your cruel actions up until now. And I definitely won't accept you. For that reason as well, I won't back down from this fight you've picked. And I definitely won't lose. That's all there is to it.
ベアト、これ以上言い訳を重ねても彼の心象は変わりませんよ。
I thought her changing the expressions in that fast way was actually funny, but also fitting for her. She doesn't know how to act anymore, I guess. She doesn't know how to make people happy, but then she's just like, okay, whatever. Screw you then. Also, you have a really cute badge, Ao. Ayane. Subscription to a Dead or Alive 6th Last Round streamer. That's a really cute badge. Never seen that before. Beato, no matter how many more excuses you give, his impression will not waver.
後で話があります。
I have something to talk about later.
それまで下がっていなさい。
Until then, stay back. Indeed. Understood.
それでは呼ばれるまで姿を消している。
Then I'll vanish until you call. Man, she probably just wants to be understood. I feel so bad for her. Looking lonely, Beato turned her back to them and vanished. Batara watched, a slightly displeased expression on his face. He thought his argument had been valid, but for some reason his mood didn't clear up.
あいつは
She's
バカだろ。
an idiot.
そうですね。
That's true.
バカで素直です。
An idiot and a straightforward one.
あのバカ。ローザおばさんが残酷に殺されるところを俺と見て、
That idiot watched Aunt Rosa get horribly killed with me,
満面の笑みで振り返りやがった。
then turned around with a huge smile on her face.
あの残酷症。本気で俺と笑い合えると信じてやがったんだ。
She really believed that she could laugh with me at that cruel show.
俺とその感情を共有できると、本気で信じてやがった。
She really believed that I could sympathize with that emotion.
あの無邪気な笑顔を見て、俺は最低な気持ちになったぜ。
Looking at that innocent smile, I felt just horrible.
むしろこれまでのように、意地悪な面で言われた方がずっとマシだった。
It would have been much better if she'd said it with her normal bullying face.
畜生。
Damn it.
お嬢様は友達というものを持った試しのない方です。
Milady has never had the experience of having a
そ
friend.
れどころか、あれほど強く物を言われたことさえなかったでしょう。
In addition, she has probably never had something spoken to her that strongly.
私もマダムも共に付き人。
Madam and I are her attendants.
何を申し上げてもお耳には届きません。
No matter what we say, it'll not reach her ears.
お嬢様にはこれも。
For Milady, this is also.
ふざけるな。
Don't screw with
俺
me.
はあいつの友達になった覚えはないぞ。
I don't remember ever becoming her friend. I mean, this is the closest she's gotten to anyone, really. Kenzo doesn't count. You know, he was just kind of using her for his own benefit, you know, as he does. But you know, now she has Batara to talk to. She never really had anyone to talk to like that, I guess. She died friendless. I mean, I guess you could say Rosa was her friend for a little bit until she died. Kind of. She's very childlike like that, yeah. Now I really get why people call her a child, you know? They're all like, oh, she's just such a child, she doesn't understand anything, and she really is, you know? She looks the oldest, you know, aside from Ronove. But like, of the witches. But she isn't that old in her mind anyway.
そうでございますね。
That's true enough.
失礼いたしました。
My apologies.
一つだけあなたに感謝を。
There's one thing I would like to thank you for.
あの子のゲームを降りないでくれてありがとう。
Thank you for not backing down from that child's game. She spoke words of gratitude, but for some reason, Batara made a displeased face. Then, as though in self-derision, he chuckled.
魔女やら悪魔やらに礼を言われるようになっちゃ俺もおしまいだな。
Now that I've even got witches and demons thanking me, I'm screwed.
ゲームを再開しようぜ。
Let's resume the game.
もちろん手心を加えるつもりはないからな。
Of course, I don't intend to go easy on you.
望むところです。
I wouldn't have it any other way.
お嬢様と違い、私は熱くはなりませんよ。
Unlike Milady, I do not get agitated.
俺の手はすでに刺したぜ。
I've already made my
ロ
move.
ーザおばさんが犯人で事故死と仮定すれば魔女は否定できる。
If we suppose that Aunt Rosa is the culprit and died in an accident, I can't deny the
ロ
witch.
ーザおばさんを疑いたくはないが、ベアトをぶっ潰すために今はあえてそうだと仮定する。
I don't want to suspect Aunt Rosa, but I think I can bear to accept that premise if it'll beat the hell out of Beato.
赤で否定を行います。
I will deny it with red.
ローザとマリアの二人は他殺です。
Oh, okay. Alright then. There goes my accident theory. Out the window it goes. Thank you, Ronove. Crushing my hope like that. Fuck. Ah! Why must you do this? So why is the Windows screenshot sound still so fucking loud? Ah! Annoying. If Shikuchi tweet does not want to play with me with pleading emoji. Yeah, does no one want to play with me? Yeah. It was a good try. It was the easiest option. Oh man, now they're fucking making holes into the wall and everything again. My neighbors, man, they do it so often. What are they doing? An accident would be a bit boring, wouldn't it? I guess so. Rosa was not that crazy. I mean, it was a homicide. She could still have killed her kid and then she was killed by someone else. It's not impossible. Still very much possible. Don't get your hopes up, Irom. It could still be fucked up. At the very least, Patra was willing to immediately accept that a theory where Rosa killed her own kid. It's still a possibility. I can still see it. I had to turn the window sound way down because they pissed me off. It's kind of funny because I think I have it linked to my wavelength thing. Oh no, I don't want to change it. What if I break it? System? Okay, I can still hear stuff. You can also still hear stuff. Maybe that'll fix it. Hold on, let me take a screenshot just to try. Oh my god, I didn't hear it at all. I don't know why I didn't hear it at all, but no, that's fine. That's better. Anyway, I took a screenshot. I posted it. Okay. Rosa's and Maria's deaths were homicides.
よし、
Okay.
そこから始めようじゃねえか。
Let's start from there.
くそ、盛り上がらねえぜ。
Damn, I'm just not getting fired up. Hideyoshi was with Eva the whole time. The whole scene went down. I guess Hideyoshi left for a second, but that was not enough time for Eva to have gone out, like sneaked out of the window and killed 2 people. That could not be it. How could that have been? How could that have been? Maybe he's in on it. We saw them in that room and they never let go like of each other's hand and everything. He came out of the room and everything. That'd be seriously messed up. Since I hear my neighbors doing some construction work, and this is like a pretty good spot to leave it at, I think. I think I'll find someone to raid for now. I wanted to take my time today and maybe stream for a little bit longer, but the fact that my neighbors are now doing construction work is kind of a little annoying because I can hear it in the background constantly, and I think if they do it while I'm talking, you can definitely hear it on stream. I don't want to have to stay quiet so that you can't hear it, because that makes no sense because I'm streaming. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I'm also really tired, so I'll take this time to rest a bit. I'm feeling really hungry, and also I just want to sleep early today. So I think I'll do that. Let me see. Who can I raid today? I don't know. Can I do this? No, can't do that. Okay, well then I guess I'll just raid. I will just raid. Let's raid on. Taking me a long time to raid people nowadays. I don't know. I just can't seem to find the right people to raid anymore. Ugh. Why can't all the people that I would like to watch and are my friends stream right now? And why are they all streaming at the same time? Too. This is too hard for me to choose. But yeah, I'm gonna take some time tomorrow too to think about my theories. Maybe by next week I'll have some theories going on because I feel like I'm having a little bit of information overload where I have so much information that I haven't written down and that I kind of have to categorize for myself and also like connect to each other so that maybe episode 4 will make more sense and I can make more of an educated guess, you know? If that makes sense, which is why I want to do it before episode 4. But if I can't do that, then we'll just have to get through episode 4 and then do a little theory stream. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Let me see. Thank you, Irom. Thank you, Trace. Thank you, Ayo. Thank you, Blood. Thank you, Miggles. Thank you, Clap. Thank you, Sir Random Lemon. Thank you, Klaus, and everyone else who stopped by. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll be back on Sunday with the Archipelago collab randomizer thing, Hollow Knight. Yeah, I'll see you then. Take care. Bye bye.